Howdy, everybody. Welcome to Crack Open Another Mountain Dew.
It's going to be a long night.
Step into the portal. We are excited. It is good to see everybody. Thanks for joining us. It's the dawning of the age of apocalypse. It is here. So next week, these should be available in your local stores, so you could check it out. I made sure to put it in the YouTube video. I just added it recently, but I wanted to make sure people knew, and it was up front, that this copy was provided to me by Fantasy Flight Games. The other guys don't have copies, just to be clear, so there's just the one copy. not anything towards emotions, but just so people know that the one copy was provided for me here. So we're going to play through a few of the scenarios. We're not doing the campaign or anything like that. We're just going to play a couple of the scenarios so you can see them. I'll try to do campaign a little bit on my own so people can see that. And then at some point, once these guys have their boxes, we'll run an expert campaign or expert villains or all the shenanigans we can come up with. Shenanigans. So
yes.
There you go. But yeah, thank you to Fantasy Flight Games as always. They're very good about providing things for me to show off to everybody. And in 1 week, this can be everybody. So super exciting. So thanks for joining us. I will do my best to read all the cards. I may forget. These guys are going to help me. And chat is going to help me and say, read the card to us, because I do not have the world's greatest camera. I know it. But it is joyful.
You should be most excited for in 2 weeks. You get to bask in my presence.
There you go.
Yes,
yeah.
yay.
He's coming to visit me. Eric's coming to visit. Brian will be here in spirit.
Is it basking though?
It is basking. I
It's
protrude
kind of
a
like
lot.
waiting. Wouldn't you say waiting?
Yes.
I will shower you with my presence.
Excellent. Yes, please shower.
Yes, please shower.
Well, it's a 6-hour drive, so who knows?
Yeah, there you go. At least it's cool right now. So, although actually, guys, for you, it's like summer here, huh?
Yes.
Before we dive into the
really
first
cold,
game,
actually.
Brant, do you want to give a plug for the weekend at the portal?
I don't at this point, but I mean, now that you said it, I'll just say that there is an event. People can check that out. There's a video on the channel. At this point, people that are not local, I am anticipating it would be hard for them to make it. So I appreciate the opportunity to do the plug, but I'm kind of not as focused on that. Certainly if people can make it, they want to check out the video last minute, please do. But I'm really just focusing on my local and getting everything in place now to host everybody for this event, which I think will be fun. We're going to play 2 days of Age of Apocalypse, so should be good. It's April 5th and 6th, so
there you go.
Awesome. Well, thank you for joining us, 2D board gamers. Thank you, Spartan, Garismo. Who else is here?
Us.
Us. Oh, we didn't even say our names. Hey,
Yeah.
I'm the Brant.
I'm Steve.
I'm Brian's hands.
I am Eric.
All right. So we're going to play all mutants versus this.
Yeah,
So
the other guy.
The other guy, yeah, right. We're going to play all mutants versus this. I'm going to play magic. We're going to play 2 scenarios tonight. Just 2. Some of us has to sleep. So we're going to play everything on standard. I'm playing with the precon. So I'm going to play magic in the first one. I'm going to play bishop in the second one. On Tuesday, FFG did a live stream, and Caleb and Tony and Xander played. So they already did Unis. So we're going to skip Unis. You can go watch their video to see Unis. We're going to play Four Horsemen, and then we will fight Apocalypse himself. So that is the plan for tonight. So why don't you fellas let us know who you're playing?
Well, I will be playing Rogue in green.
That's it.
That's it. I'm
Rogue in green.
Fans.
Okay, right on.
I myself am playing Cable in leadership today, and this is Brian V's deck, so hopefully I can do it some justice. And it's all about having the family and Alex Summers, the uncle over here, and make use of these mission plannings, which people probably don't use very much right now. And
Nice.
It's like a kicker. It's potentially a really strong combo if I can get there.
BS
Well,
hands. BS hands.
Yes, exactly.
Bees hands, but
No,
BS
bees,
hands.
just bees.
Yeah, but the way you wrote it, it sounds like BS hands.
Oh, yeah, I could see that.
I will leave and redo this.
Yeah.
No,
All right, so-
you're good. You're good. It's just a joke.
All right, so I am playing as Jubilee. No, just joking. I tease. I will be Betsy Braddock, better known as Psylocke, playing in yellow tonight for the first game. That is.
She's got her yellow dress.
Yes, no doubt.
We called it Yellow Mellow.
Sorry, I didn't realize all these cables were in the view for everybody. That's a little sloppy. I apologize.
Brad, there's no excuse, bro.
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 Listen, bro.
Twist the table a little bit this way.
All right, let's
Not
flip
much,
it down.
All right, we'll live with it then. All right, so here we go, everybody.
Who's going first?
He was messing. Nolan was just messing with you, Brian. No worries. Steve-O is going first, but I got to set up the scenario for everybody. They need to know what's going on. So
Yeah.
give me a little bit of time here. I also wanted to say hi to people that are joining us. Hello, Robert from across the pond. Late Night Gaming is here. Nolan is here. Jeremiah. So
Did
we
you bring
got
his bullfrog?
lots of people. That's right.
Awesome.
So thanks everybody for joining us. Let's celebrate. So first off, I'm playing Ilyana Rasputin. She is a 3 recovery, 10 health, 6 hand size hero. Her alter ego is a mutant mystic. Interrupt. Actually, this is interesting. When you change to hero form, so I don't know how an interrupt works when it's on the wrong side of the card. That's kind of interesting. When you change to hero form, choose a spell in your discard pile and put it on top of your deck. So I guess it's happening as you change. It's interrupting.
Yeah,
But
so
that's-
you
that's
so you
kind of
decide to
interesting.
change because you made that the decision. You now have a trigger on the
So the
stat
interrupt
like
goes right
magic,
there.
and then you get your spell, and then you flip.
Hey, Will, thanks for joining us. All right, and then this side, she is magic. So she's a 1 thwart, 2 attack, 2 defense. Play with the top card of your deck face up. Well, lucky for all of you, I have played Gandalf before in Lord of the Rings, and that is his exact ability. So
Cool.
I have done this before. Once per phase, you may play the top card of your deck as if it was in your hand. So that's already strong. You already have the +1 card like Doctor Strange, but in addition, reduce its resource cost by 1.
Oh,
Very strong ability.
Yep. Do you have
got a
Cosmo
hell
in your deck?
carrier and a bonus card.
I did not build my deck, so I do not have Cosmo.
So no Cosmo. Okay.
I am playing straight pre-con. I had originally thought about trying to pull some of the 3-ofs, but I didn't do it. So
Yeah. I have a feeling though Cosmo will be a must include though for Magic.
yeah, I could see that.
Does
for
he
sure.
feel thematic though? He's a dog. He's a dog from space. All
Hey, every girl needs a dog.
everyone needs their puppy. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, am I doing it? Symbiote suit turn 1, guys. 2, 4, 5.
3.
Do you want me to set up the scenario?
Oh yeah, you go. You
Because there's
go
a
ahead.
lot to this. We also have standard 3, so there's a lot of things to go over. I apologize. So we are fighting the Horsemen of the Apocalypse. Just to be clear, this is the second scenario. I said it already, but they fought Unus, whatever his name is. I say Unus, so correct me if I'm wrong.
Don't start
so-
with A.
We have war, famine, death, and pestilence. Just a really nice family here. And we're including the standard and 2 modular sets, Dystopian Nightmare and Hounds. So those are in here already. Did I put Hounds in here? I hope so. Oh, I did. Okay, good. I was like, wait a second. Did I put the wrong one in? So the first thing we do is we shuffle the 4 horsemen. And you can't see me, but I'm looking away. I promise. These are BS hands right here. And then we lay them out in a random order. You're going to need 4 dials. So luckily I have my Gamegenic dials here. So Pestilence is going to get the green. Death is going to get black. War is going to get red. And Famine is going to get yellow. So we have the 4 different dials. I believe they all have 9 health per player. So they're all at 36 health. And then each player reveals a random side scheme from the 4 Horsemen encounter set. So there are 4 side schemes, one that goes with each of them. So guess what, gents? We're getting all 4.
Ouch.
Yay.
So we got a justice guy.
I think so.
Hello. Yes.
Actually, it's a justice girl.
So, thank you.
And I
Thank you.
hope you have the one way or another, right?
Yes, I do. Not in my opening hand, but I do have.
Mulligan. Mulligan.
I already mulliganed, and I still don't have them. But-
Mulligan again.
All right. So then we're going to
Right.
we're going to place an active counter. We're going to use the Thanos snap counter to go here. The main scheme goes to 12 per player, so this can go to 48. It says, the Four Horsemen are the most brutal servants of Apocalypse. They strike in turn using their powers as a team. So after a villain activates, move the active counter to the next villain. It goes up 1 per player per turn, so 4 per turn. And if it's completed, we lose. So then, Pestilence is a 2/1 who has a force response after Pestilence attacks you. If she has at least 1 hit point, then you blank your identity text box. Sorry, I can't see that far. I've got to read it closer. Treat your identity's text box as if it were blank, except for traits, until the next villain phase begins. So Pestilence cannot be defeated while another villain has at least 1 hit point. So if you bring them down to 0, the one thing you do is you negate their ability. So that's how it works. So if you do bring 1 down, you get rid of the ability. War is a 1/2. After War attacks you, if it has at least 1 hit point, discard an upgrade or support you control. Death is after Death attacks you, you die. No, sorry. If at least 1 hit point, deal 1 damage to each character you control. And then Famine is a 2/1. That is after Famine attacks you, if she has at least 1 hit point, discard the top 10 cards of your deck.
Nice.
Ouch.
All right, we're getting there. We also have 4 side schemes in play.
They all start with how much threat?
So they all start with 6 threat on them.
Oh,
We have basically 1 of each icon, and they all have a when defeated effect, which is going to be the effect that is of their character of that type. So this one's going to make you discard 10 cards when you defeat it. This one's going to make you blank your text box. This one's going to deal damage to each character you control, etc., etc.
Chitra, chichitra. Okay.
We'll go through it again. And then finally, we have Standard 3. So Standard 3 is shuffled in here instead of Standard 1. And it has a permanent setup, Pursued by the Past. So it says after you place a pursuit counter here, if the number of counters here is at least 3 more than the number of players, remove each counter here. If your Nemesis minion is in play, it activates against you. Otherwise, flip this card, and to be continued.
Ooh, interesting. Cool.
All right.
Excited. All right, so my go?
I think so. I feel like I'm done talking.
Good. All right,
Yeah,
I'm gonna spend 3 to play Night Butter. I'm gonna flip up. Do they have tough?
No, they are weak. They all have 36 hit points.
Okay.
Dang.
I'm gonna use Unflappable to play Rogue's Jacket. I'm gonna go touch the villain Famine.
Yep.
And then I'm gonna punch her for 3 and punch her for 2. I'm gonna keep a double resource in my hand.
She is down to 31.
Go.
Bee's hands.
These hands. All right.
I agree. It does sound a lot like Wrecking Crew, these 4. They have similar abilities.
Energy. Play Pixie. Pixie gets this card back in my hand. I will spend it to get Ascani Sun. Yep. I'll put my Purge out. I'll guess since I don't have Psionic, I'll just use the Psychic Killer or Psychic Kicker to play Danger Room
Psychic Killer.
on Pixie. I will flip up. I will thwart my Purge for 2, and Pixie will punch for 3.
All right. Down to 28.
And this is down to 3.
We're not clearing
All right.
these side schemes, huh?
Well, I'm going to start working on those. So
Sounds good.
Well,
I
here's
will.
He has the what's it called? The one that does the damage there. He has those ones, so might as well wait.
Yep.
So flipping up, I'm going to pitch a strength to bring out my scimitar. And then I think, okay, so Brant, let me explain what I have and what I can do, and then we'll figure out how we want to spread out my threat removal. So first of all, I have an Overwatch that we're going to
Can you have a scimitar currently? You don't have 2 restricted items? They start non-restricted?
Yeah. It's only
These
the blade.
are, yeah, my Psi knives are not restricted.
Okay. So if you flip them, realize if you flip both of them, you'll end up having to discard your scimitar.
That is a very good point. Okay, so it's a good thing I have a side holster. Anyway, but I am not flipping either of these because I want the extra threat removal. So I'm going to throw out an Overwatch. We'll figure out where we want to put that. But on my turn, I'm going to do a making the entrance, which will remove 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Okay.
From somewhere. I also have a mental detection, which removes 5.
Got
and
it.
then the Overwatch can remove 5.
Got it.
Yep.
So should we just bring 3 of them down to 1?
Yeah, and then I don't know if and then that will complete everything that I got. And then if you are able to maybe remove 1 or 2 of them on your turn. So
then I can suffer, huh?
Yeah. So anyway, I will do a basic again for 1, 2, 3 with making the entrance. That's going to remove 5.
All right, so we'll take it off of Ravages of War.
Yep, and that we can trigger the Overwatch.
That'll take it off of Spectre of Death.
Okay. And then I'm going to tap each of these knives to play Mental Detection, which will remove another 5.
And that'll take 5 off of Time of Famine.
So they're all at 1. Nice.
Except this one's at 6. This is the one with Crisis, but this has to go to 48, so I figure...
Yep.
Can we potentially leave 1 at 1? Because with me defending and Ascani's son, I can defend clear and ready.
You have Ascani's son out?
Yes.
Okay. Then yes.
Yeah, Spartan. I've got 3 copies of Even the Odds in this deck. And then since I did play a psionic card with Mental Detection, I'll trigger the Scimitar and deal 2 damage.
26. And I believe the rules here are when it says a villain, which that doesn't, but anything that says villain would be we choose, right? And then their cards always use the active villain?
Yes.
Is the way I remember the rules being. Okay.
Right.
I will flip. And when I flip, I will use my interrupt to place a a spell on top of my deck, and I didn't realize that Stepping Disc is a superpower and not a spell, so I screwed that up. So that's okay. We'll flip the top one. We still have a spell on top, so we're good. So then I think what I will do is I will use the new Power of Aggression.
Ooh, pretty.
To play Clobber, and I'm going to deal 3 damage here, 23. Put it back in my hand. I'm going to drop a Blood Gem, which I can only play if I'm a Mystic. And on this side, I'm a Mystic and an X-Men. And it's 1 per deck. I can exhaust it, take 2 damage, and generate a wild resource. And then I think that I will exert to thwart for 1, and I'll get rid of Ravages of... Oh, wait, hold on. I don't play this. I get rid of Ravages of War, which says whoever defeated this discards an upgrade or support they control. Bear with me on some takesy-backsies. Then I'll play the Blood Gem. And then I can play this card off the top. So I think I will use Test the Defense. I'll talk about the cards as I play them. This only costs 1 for this basic spell. So I have to be a Mystic. It costs 2, but it's -1 for me. I can heal 3 damage, remove 3 threat, or deal 3 damage to an enemy. So I'll remove 3 from Plague and Pestilence, so we can get to that in the future. And then I will play... do I want to play Gold Balls? I'll play Gold Balls. So I'll take 2 damage, generate a wild, use basic spell and Clobber for 3 to play Gold Balls. And then should I just thwart one of these maybe? Brian wanted 1.
I want 1 so that I can do my Ascani son. That's it.
All right, so I'm going to get rid of Spectre of Death. That's going to then deal a damage to each character I control, and then I'll just block for myself with gold balls.
Nice.
Cool.
And we're good.
We're off and running.
So Magic takes a little bit longer to play. I should even know that I have Magic Barrier there. You can always have the top card face up. All right. I guess the good news is if my turns take longer, people are here to see Magic slightly more than the others, right?
Correctamundo.
So,
I thought they're here to see us.
well, they better not be here to see the cards because my camera's blurry. So,
Right.
just kidding.
So is their trigger? Is it when they deal damage or
When they activate?
Oh, it's
When they attack. When they attack. So if
When
they
they attack.
scheme, you do not take their effect.
Oh,
But the token always moves as long as they activate.
okay.
So we're going to get a wide array of abilities.
Will, is because only Brant has the demo box, and he will be playing Bishop on the next game.
Yep.
That's why.
I'm the only one with the cards, so.
Yep.
But I like playing multiplayer, so these guys are joining me. More fun for me.
More fun for us.
More fun for everyone. Free ice cream
Yay.
for all.
Okay, so what does Famine do when she attacks me?
Pestilence.
A pestilence?
Yep. So Pestilence is after she attacks you, you're going to blank your text box.
Oh, okay.
So you won't have the ability to use touched, right?
That's right.
All right. But also you don't find it and set it aside. So it does stay there, right?
Interesting.
Because your force response in your text box says to find it and set it aside.
Yeah.
Which would make me think it stays there. But then I actually think that works because touched has the effects on it, right?
Touch has the effects. I will have retaliate.
So Pestilence is attacking you for 1.
I'm just gonna take it.
Okay. Plus a boost. This is Horsemen of Famine. It says after this activation, Famine activates against you. Do not give Famine a boost card for this activation. So you take 1. Your text box is blank.
And then I take one more.
This moves here. And then Famine activates against you, deals you 1, and you have to discard the top 10 cards of your deck.
Oh, that's terrible. 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, baby. Okay.
Please don't offer ice cream while my daughter's in the room. All right. War is going next, attacking Cable. So I have to go a little bit slower just to make sure we know,
Yeah.
but we'll get it down. After War attacks you, you're going to have to discard an upgrade or support you control.
Oh man. Well, I will be defending this,
Okay?
and I guess based off of how it all works is I'll be pitching a lightning for Ascani Sun to remove 2 threat from the side scheme over there.
Okay. Got it.
The upgrade that I'm going to discard is going to be the danger room, which means Pixie's gone.
Okay, well, let's do the attack because it's going to be after the
Okay.
attack.
Sorry,
So
yes.
you're defending for 2 or
I'm
3?
I'm defending for 2, and I'm
Okay.
going to do the Ascani Sun thing.
You get hit for 4, so you take 2, trigger
Okay.
Ascani Sun,
Yep.
remove threat from a time of famine, discard the top 10 cards of your deck.
Okay.
Then you have to discard a support or upgrade you control, which I think you said was a danger room that's on Pixie.
It's either that or I just decide to get rid of the Ascani Sun. Maybe I just get rid of Ascani.
Sounds good. Psylocke, you're being attacked for 2 from death, and you're going to deal 1 damage to each character you control after the activation.
Okay. I think, all right, so we got rid of all 4 of the side schemes, correct?
Nope, there's 1 left. Plague
there's
and
one-
Pestilence is right
Okay.
here.
All right, gotcha.
Oh man.
And what is his basic hit for plus the boost?
2.
2. I think this one I'll just take on the chin.
All right. Shin, after this activation, War activates against you. So you take 2.
Yep.
Then every character you control takes 1.
Yep.
Then war is attacking you for 2, and you have to discard an upgrade or support you control.
There goes the scimitar. Yep. And so it's 2 with a boost. I think this one I will defend.
There's no boost.
Oh, no boost. Okay, so I'll just take the 2. And then I have to get rid of the scimitar.
Famine is quickly becoming my least favorite. Well, speaking of famine, so famine's going to hit me. I'm going to block with gold balls. And it's going to be 1, 2, 3. Gold balls is gold toast. And then I have to discard the top 10 cards of my deck. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You can always count on this stream for counting. So there you go.
Yeah, it's true.
I can
All right. And then we get to the encounter cards, and I'm going to have to read one at a time. I don't mind doing it. I just feel like it goes slow, but we'll make sure people know and they get to see a new thing. Hey, it's Darkchild. So we give this to me. I may flip to alter ego form and exhaust and remove it, or I can deal 1 damage to each character I control. I will flip and exhaust. Sayonara, Darkchild. That is my obligation. Next is Golden Horse. So we're going to attach this to the villain with the fewest hit points without the aerial trait. So I did not actually say their traits. Death has aerial. The rest of them have the Horseman trait. So we're going to give this to Famine. Famine is going to get +1/+1. After you attack it, you can resolve its forced response to discard this card. So you could discard 10 cards from your deck to get rid of that. Okay, next up is Release the Hounds. Ahab takes pleasure in hunting mutants with the help of his hounds. The first copy of Hound revealed each phase gains Surge. When we defeat it, we search the deck and discard pile for a copy of a Hound and deal it as a face-down encounter card. And Eric, this has 5 threat on it for you.
Oh, yay.
So far, these have all been static threat side schemes. No per player or hinder.
Interesting.
Hey, it's a Hound. So hounds are 1/2 with 2 health, and they have guard. If I am in hero form, it attacks you. Otherwise, I have to change to hero form. So when I change to hero form, I'll do my interrupt, and I will put a spell on top of my deck.
And doesn't that hound now have surge because of the side
And the
scheme?
hound has surge. Yes, thank you.
Yep.
All right,
Good
so
memory.
I am going to put Soul Strike on top of my deck. I'll go over Soul Strike. Surge into a hound. And then it attacks me for 2. I am down to 5.
Oh, they're
And then
twins.
Surge.
No, the first
First
hound gains
hound.
Surge, not
Oh,
all
good.
hounds.
First.
Okay,
Oh,
that's
that's-
good.
Stop it,
that's
Steve.
sweet.
This is
What
an
is
expert nebula.
That's right.
What is this?
So
That felt like a
The-
long term, but it's because I have to read everything. I know it.
Yeah.
Okay.
the upgrade that went on Pestilence, it's I have to attack him to remove
Yes.
with the 10 discard.
After you attack him, you can discard 10 cards from your deck to remove it.
It's any character, I'm assuming. I could use Pixie to do the attack and then do that. Cool.
Death's Cry, that may have been the single best round of gaming I've ever played. No, sorry, that's a joke.
Right.
We're only one round into the, so it's hard for us to give you a massive assessment.
All right. This is
We
what
did
I'm doing.
avoid Shadow.
Yeah, it's fun to be playing.
round 1.
I know. I feel like we're cheating.
Well, there is
Yeah.
no Shadow of the Past. There's no Shadow of the Past.
Oh, that's right. So technically, it's already on the table in a way.
Yeah, this is easy mode for Steve.
Oh, what am I gonna do? There's no more complaining about Shadows turn 1.
No Shadows turn 1. All right, go ahead, Brian. Bee's hands.
Yeah, Bee's hands. So I exhausted using teamwork to thwart Technovirus Purge with Pixie for 3. So myself, obviously.
Got it. Yep, you're good.
I clear it. I ready. And I was thinking about attacking and just discarding 10 cards because I already had to discard 10 cards. So, and I would like to go through my deck, I guess, because I
Well,
discarded.
then you're in luck. It's your lucky day.
Exactly. So I'm going to attack Famine for 3.
For 3.
That's right. And discard 10 cards from my deck.
Goodbye, Golden Horse Road.
10.
I don't know Spartan. I like Shadows turn 1 sometimes.
Steve is like missing it already. He's having
I
a
know.
ball.
It's not even done yet.
He's like, put me back in, plug me back in.
I call BS hands. I could put Forced Amnesia out so that we can potentially get rid of that thing permanently.
Yeah, that's great.
The Hounds one that just came out, right?
Yep.
So, all right, I'll just do that.
Yeah, Charisma, we're playing standard 3. This card comes into play, and we add pursuit counters to it. And when it gets to 7, in our case, 3 more than the number of players, it flips, and something happens.
Mm-hmm.
I am done.
Derek?
All right. Oh, I should be exhausted, by the way. All right. I don't have a sexy turn, as Steve would call it. Especially with this small hand size, and I'm already down to 5 health, so I might be flipping down if we could sustain that. However, I will use the resources on both knives to get out a team building exercise.
Charisma, we're playing standard because we want to play 2 games tonight, and I've got to read all the cards.
Yep. And then I use TBE to get out telepathy, because that does have the psionic trait on it, which unfortunately I don't have enough resources to use it this round. However, I am going to throw a side holster on myself, and I have 3 skilled investigators in my deck. So who wants the first one?
I could use an extra card.
I don't think so.
All right, I'll tell you what, I will give it to Brian
Rock, paper, scissors,
as
lizards, box.
incentive
Let's go.
to with Cable to get rid of those side schemes for us.
Because I have a Going Rogue and a Southern Cross, but I can only play one of the 2. If I have the second card, I play both.
Fine.
Yes.
We'll remember that, though. So, all right, skilled investigator on Steve, and then I am flipping down.
Steve.
Lawyered.
Monopolizing everyone's resources.
Lawyered. It's a Steve investigator. Steve's
Right.
investigator.
Yeah, it wasn't even a Steve carrier.
Steve investigator.
Yeah, it was a Steve investigator. All right, that is my turn.
It's a Steve-igator.
So yeah, not sexy, but it was all about building up.
Is that me?
Yes.
Oh gosh, I have quite the turn. Okay. I don't know. Is anybody going to release my hounds, or is it up to me to survive it?
You want me to punch? I can punch those hounds out.
All right, so I'm going to use Stepford Cuckoos, which is a pretty cool card, but I'll come back to it later.
Building up, Steve.
I guess I wonder if I do want to draw. So maybe not. Yeah. So I got a bunch of cards. So I have Spiritual Meditation. My turns are going to be long. I'm going to draw 2 and discard 1, and then I can see what's on top. It is a wild resource, which can't be
Did they remake
played.
the Spiritual Meditation? Is it a new art?
Yep, new art. Sorry.
No, it's cool. I didn't watch it. It looks like Legion.
I think that is Legion. Yes.
It does look like Legion.
Yeah.
Yep. All right, so I'm going to discard this full body charge, which is I'm not going to go through all the cards if I'm not playing them. It's going to be long. I'll come back to it when I play it. So
that's right.
I'm going to do that. Then I'm going to play Soul Strike using Stepford Cuckoo and Magic Barrier. So this is going to be 2. It's going to deal 4 damage to an enemy. So I'm going to deal 4 to Pestilence.
Yeah.
And then because I have a wild resource on top of my deck, I stun that enemy.
Ooh. Sexy.
All right. So then I'm going to play Scrying, and I look at the top 3 cards of my deck. Man, this feels like it's from some other game. And then I draw 1, discard 1, and put 1 back on top of my deck. So I do have Limbo. I am going to draw Limbo. Although I could play this Tempest to have a blocker. That's fine. Draw 1, discard 1, and put 1 back on top of your deck. So I'll discard Power of Regression, put basic spell there. I'm going to use Tempest to play Limbo. So Limbo, I can exhaust and swap a card in my hand with the top card of my deck. That's a weird thing. Can I swap if I don't have one in my hand?
Nope.
No, because it's swap a card, not swap your hand.
Yeah.
After the villain phase begins, exhaust Limbo, swap a card in your hand with the top card of your deck. What? I don't understand that. Oh, I could do it twice immediately if I want to. Okay. I have to flip down because I'm dying, and I'm done.
How big are your dogs?
2s.
They're just 2 attack?
Oh, I cheated. They have guard. So this one gets hit instead, and no stun here.
Stop cheating, Brent. Stop. I'll do the damage. I'll punch your doggy for 2. Nobody got rid of the threat? Oh, you cheeky monkeys. All right. Well, then I will be going rogue. I'll remove 3 threat, and that's all I can do because I don't have the touched ability from anything. So I'll remove 3 threat. I hope that clears a side scheme.
It does not.
It does.
Oh,
Plague
it
and
does.
Pestilence.
So
So you blank your text box
well, too bad. It's already done.
until the next villain phase begins, but that's just right now, so you're good.
Draw 1, and then I got energy transfer, which does nothing. So I'm going to Southern Cross and deal 6 damage to Famine.
Famine's down to 14.
Yeah, I assume that's the one that we want to get down to 0 first.
Well,
It is the one we're getting down to 0 first, whether we
Yeah.
want to or not.
Well, but so Famine's the one that makes you get rid of a upgrade or a support,
No,
correct?
that's War.
Oh,
This is the one that makes you discard 10 cards off of your deck.
oh, yeah. See, that I don't think is so bad. Yeah,
Round
War is like
done.
a caught off guard every turn.
Well, War, if you look at it's Pile Driver. The one that makes you discard is Pile Driver. The one that makes you lose cards is the yellow one there, Bulldozer. The one that deals 1
If
damage.
nobody plays Wrecking Crew, they don't know what they do.
Yeah.
Right.
I played Wrecking Crew.
No, I agree with you. They do have some similarities to those 4.
Cable is decking out now that the round is done.
Decking out, my goodness. Your board state must be gigantic.
Yeah.
All right,
right.
round draw.
Forced amnesia is what I have. That's my board state.
Got to start somewhere, Brian.
I only discarded a cool 20 cards from my deck
That's
in
nothing.
the last in a round and a half.
I'm going to use Limbo to swap Clobber for Exorcism.
And you can do it anytime?
It's an action to do it as well as a response after the villain phase begins.
Interesting.
Yeah, I agree. The timing on that is interesting. I'm not certain. I guess if you skipped it on one turn, you'd be able to do it with your own timing and then do it again on the villain phase, right? Like you're kind of choose. It's almost like the reverse of playing your other cards. Yeah.
Yeah, it's interesting. Cool.
I'm not going to overthink it. I'm just going to do it.
Do it, Brant. Do it.
All right. Sorry, not 5, but 4 goes on the main scheme. So it is at 9 out of 48. I think we're okay. Cable is being attacked by Pestilence. This is the one that's going to blank your text box.
Until the next round, right? Nothing I can do about
and
it.
it's irregardless of. It's just
Blocking or not.
if he attacks you, correct?
Yeah.
Attacks for 1.
Taking it.
2-3, and you are blanked, sir. All right. War goes to Eric because it's Eric's favorite.
And
you're
that
getting
is why
attacked
I'm down.
For 2.
I'm down.
Scheming. All right.
Yes.
Schemes for 1, 2, 3. So the main goes to 12. And then activates goes to Death. Death is scheming against me for 1. After this activation, Death activates against you. So
Okay.
for 1 and then 1 again. So this is going to go. I may have to put dice there.
But you don't take the damage. It's only when they attack that you do their effect?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Correct. It would just be too oppressive if it was all the time. You'd
Yeah.
never be able to escape it because there's no way out of it when they attack you.
And I'm losing.
And then Rogue, you are getting attacked and you're going to have to discard 10 cards. It's 1 plus a flip.
Yeah, I'll take it.
+2. So you're getting hit for 3, and then
Yeah.
discard the top 10 from your deck.
2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and give me another card.
Now I have to shift them all over. Did
Wait,
something
why?
wrong.
Because I decked
So
out.
Steve
No,
gets
no.
this one
Oh,
right first. Then I deal these out, and then I have to start with you. That's what I missed.
Sorry, bro. You went too fast.
Oh no, it's fine. I was like, "Are you going to discard out?" And then I was listening to you count. I can't look, so I have to listen.
Yeah. I'm sorry. I should have said it. I'm close to decking out. So
Yeah, it's fine. All right, Cable, you get Dark Designs. Place a pursuit counter on Pursued by the Past. So we got 1 out of 7. Then if it has any counters on it, the villain schemes. So 1
right.
plus Famine activated. So Pestilence is scheming for 2, 3, 4. And this is now going to go up. And I'm going to switch. Actually, I'll switch to a dial. So this is at 10:18 now. So that went pretty quick.
we're almost halfway up there, right?
All right, next card, Hunted. So this card goes in front of you, Brian. It's what is that one? Hazard.
Hazard.
You can go to Alter Ego and discard a card from your hand and get rid of it.
Okay.
Hound for Betsy Braddock. So you've got a flip to Psylocke.
Okay.
And it surges into Deadly Touch for Rogue.
I'm touching the villain.
So we place 2 threat on the main scheme. This goes to 20. My card is Golden Horse. So this is going to go back on Famine. Then Rogue gets War Weary. So you are stunned. If you were already stunned, take 2 damage instead.
I'm stunned.
And Evil Alliance. I mean, that sounds like a simple card.
That
Each
seems like a
nemesis-
gang up.
It's so good. Each Nemesis minion in play activates against you. If no minions activated this way, place 3 pursuit counters on Pursued by the Past.
Oh, wow.
Ooh, that's
That
a
goes
nice
to
one.
4.
And then
Passes to Psylocke.
what's the threshold on that Pursued by the Past? When does it
7.
trigger?
It's number of players plus 3, N plus 3,
Okay,
or
gotcha.
head plus 3.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Well, I was forcibly flipped up, which negated the whole reason why I went down was to recover.
And
So,
Hound got you.
yeah, I may need to flip down again, but we'll see about that. Here, I can do this. So I'm going to use both of my Psi Knives to put out a Heroic Intuition. So now I can thwart for 1, 2, 3, 4.
If you have an extra one, I can thwart for 4 as well.
Well, I have an Even the Odds, which I don't know if this is the best time to be playing it because we only have, what, 1 side scheme in play?
Yep.
Can
Yeah.
we clear it though?
And I would like to have that for my turn, the side scheme. I know
Right.
I can't get my ready, but I do have mission leader.
Okay. Well, tell you what, I will.
Hold on. Did Pestilence? I didn't miss it, right? Somebody's saying that this should have activated, but Pestilence didn't go, right?
No,
They
but
went in order. Death double activated against me, but that doesn't push it. Famine. Yeah, we're good. We're good.
Okay. All right. Well, then here, this is what I will do.
Oh, who got the villain schemes?
I did.
So was that on Pestilence? I'm
Oh, I
sorry.
can't. Somebody's gonna have to go back.
You are
Rewind the tape.
stunned. Deadly touch. Was this one a +2 and I added 4 to the main? Yes. Okay. Yep. So this should advance. Thank you. We're good. I got it.
Yeah.
Sorry,
Okay.
Eric. I couldn't.
No,
move
you're
on.
good. All right. This is what I'm going to do. I'm going to pitch an energy to play Even the Odds, bring that side scheme down to 1, which then is in striking distance for Brian. Then I will use a team building exercise and pitch these 2 to do a flurry of blades. That will deal 2 damage to the Hound in front of me. And then, because I have both of my Psi Knives in play, I can confuse 2 enemies.
Ooh.
Oof.
So how you like them apples?
Love apples.
Then
I'm going to confuse the ones that have higher thwart.
fair
Yeah.
enough. Then since I was forcibly flipped up, I am going to flip down and then recover for 3. Unless you need me to remove from the main, and then I'll recover next turn.
You're fine.
All right, that's my turn.
All right. I will flip up. I did do a spiritual meditation. I'm going to flip up and put a spell on top of my deck. Sorry.
Da-da.
So I think Magic is going to play like Magic, and it's going to be very annoying because see, there's a lot of deck manipulation, and
Yeah.
I think she won't be very popular in a multiplayer game because of all this manipulation and thinking. And so unless you really know how to play that character and you can play her fast, I think I think people are going to shy away from a multiplayer strategy with her because there seems to be a lot of manipulating the deck and everything.
Well, Steve,
I do want
we're going to make you prove yourself wrong.
There you go.
Okay.
All
just-
right.
Yeah.
I hear you. I know what you're saying. It's a slow play.
Yeah.
It's like playing the Miss Marvel chaos.
Yeah,
All
but if
right.
you like to play blue mages, this is what you do.
So does anybody have some good events? Because I have a superpower adaptation that I want to do.
I have a mind scan, and I will be removing that side scheme, which will force amnesia. So it's going to be a thwart of what, 5?
Oh, okay. So maybe I'll steal that from you after.
Or Steve, you can steal my flurry of blades.
I can't because right now you're an alter ego.
Oh, you can always steal it from a hero. Okay,
Yeah. Because
I just cleared a bunch of threat and got us back down to 13. I'm done.
cool.
Cool.
Thank you.
Okay.
And you didn't talk us through it.
No, 'cause-
I played a card that cleared 4 threat, and then I played a card that cleared 3 threat. And I triggered nothing because I didn't have the right resource on top of my deck.
It's all good.
all right. So then what I'm going to do is I'm going to go. No one's aerial in this game, right?
Nope.
Yeah, death is aerial.
Oh, yeah, there you go.
Oh.
Oh.
Yeah, interesting. Maybe I'm going to go touch. I was going to go touch one of you guys, but maybe I will touch death.
I like it, Eric.
All right.
He's waiting. He's
Mm.
waiting in the wings, lurking in the background.
Yeah, because I have an ever vigilant here, and I was like, maybe I can do that. All right, so I have a couple readies. I think that's what I'm gonna do. I think I'm gonna double. I'm gonna go touch death.
Getting a coffee?
All right. Now I have aerial, and I also have retaliate. Do we need to remove a lot of threats?
There's 13
No.
left on the main, and I will have the side scheme covered.
No.
I think
Yeah,
we're
we
good.
don't.
And I'll have a mind scan on the main anyway, so you can probably just go for damage.
Okay, well then I won't touch death. I am gonna touch magic, so I
Okay.
can become stalwart. And then so since I'm stalwart, I am going to punch for 2.
Okay. Famine's down to 12. Do you want to discard 10 cards from your deck
Why?
to get rid of the golden horse?
Oh yeah, why not?
Okay.
2, 4, 6, 8.
Was it Steve or Drax? They're very hard to tell apart.
All
The
right.
sticker.
No, I didn't see it. All right, so
Yeah, Will, that's very funny.
I am going to spend 3 to play Brother. Wait,
Brother
It
Wait.
definitely is Steve.
Yeah.
yeah. How many?
He
cards
doesn't
do I
know what he's agreing to.
No, he
I don't
doesn't.
even know what I'm doing. I had something cool I wanted to do. I'm going to keep this. I'm going to spend 3, play Brother Voodoo. I'm going to look at the top 5. 1, 2, 3. Of course, I got a Going Rogue. And I'll shuffle this back. And then I'll be able to draw more cards. All right, I'm going to use Brother Voodoo to thwart for... Oh, I know. He needs to punch. Yeah. Well, there's only threat, so I'm going to remove threat.
2.
Yeah, let's remove 2 threat with Brother Voodoo. And I have a going rogue, and I'll probably get a skilled investigator trigger and maybe some more cards. So let's see if I can do some more stuff on next turn. On your guys' turn. Go.
Yeah. It's a shame I didn't have that skilled investigator. I'm playing mission leader down.
Yeah.
And then I am going to thwart that side scheme.
Yeah.
And use forced amnesia, so it's now in the victory display.
Okay. The player defeated this, searches for a hound, and deals it to themselves as a face down encounter card. Can you just add +1 to your victory display?
Yeah. I just have my forced amnesia beside Technovirus. So.
And then mission leader, we all draw.
Mission leader, everybody draws.
So I drew from skilled investigator. Now I'm drawing from this. Oh, sweet.
And then I will use a strength to do a mind scan, which will remove 5 threat off the main.
Okay. Goes to 6.
I'm going to put down Professor.
Nope, you have a hound this way. Save a card if you can.
Save a card if I can.
You have hunted.
Oh, yeah. I would have had that card if I... Oh, wait, no, never mind. If I flip down, I can. Is it hero only?
No, it's alter ego only.
Okay, perfect. I'm flipping down. Professor is going to search my discard pile. Why not?
Now, do you feel that moment was a perfect, or do you feel it was more of a Christmas?
It was a... That works. Professor is just going to bring this side scheme PSS back to my hand, and then I'm going to discard it for that.
Perfect.
That was a perfect.
All right. I'm going to call for an action here. I have a superpower adaptation. Magic, what do you have that I could play that would be fun for damage or whatever?
I mean, mine all trigger based on the top card of your deck. I don't know if you look at the top card of your deck or not.
Well, I
assume you don't. You think you'd reveal it? It doesn't say reveal the top card of your deck.
So what does it say?
If the top card of your deck has a punch or a wild, stun that enemy. You think it's just wild for you?
No, I don't think it would work. That would be weird because rogue superpower adaptation normally works with all of the
have a 4-cost, 8 damage charge that has overkill if you're at less than half health. I have a stepping disc where you ready your hero and then choose a magic card in my discard pile and put it on top of your deck.
Yeah, we're gonna avoid that.
So you were the wrong spell that heals 3, but you can't use basic, right?
No, I can only use your identity specific.
So my 2 costs remove 4 threat or deal 4 damage.
Okay. Okay, how much threat's on the main?
6.
All right. Well, you know what? I'm at 6 health, so I'm just gonna do this. I'm gonna play what doesn't kill me. I'm gonna ready and then heal for 2, go to 8, and I'm just gonna chill with what I have.
Got it. All right, ready up.
2, 4, and 5.
Eric, do you get another card?
For decking out? No, not yet.
Okay, because I decked out, so I took the card. Anybody else deck out?
No, but this has been very interesting though because of the whole decking out and everything. I'm noticing that this is harder to plan your deck strategy.
Yes, very.
Especially if you have like some sort of plan. This is very easy to get disrupted. So combo decks, probably not the best idea versus this scenario, which I like.
Have a lot of stun and confuse.
Yes. Yeah.
Because then you shut down what they're doing, right?
Correct.
Harder in 4-player, way easier in solo.
Yeah, definitely.
Just control them with that. Okay. So add 4 threat to the main. This goes to 10. War is scheming against Betsy. War is scheming. It is a hound for +1, so that's 2. This goes to Death. Death is attacking me. For 2, I'm going to defend.
I do have Nightcrawler if you want me to save you. You're an X-Men, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so I have Nightcrawler if you don't want to exhaust.
It doesn't really matter. I only thwart for 1 or attack for 2, so I'm not super worried about exhausting.
Okay.
After this activation, place a pursuit counter on pursued by the past. Dun dun dun.
2 left. 2 left.
So I take no damage, but then all characters I control take 1. Death goes here, is attacking to Famine. Sorry. Famine is attacking Rogue for 1, and then we'll make you discard 10 cards.
Yeah. 2, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Are you taking it?
Yeah.
You are stunned, but you're stalwart,
Stalwart.
so you're good. And then this moves here, and Pestilence is confused. Since Pestilence didn't activate, we don't move the counter. All right. Here you go, Eric. You get Rough Riders. Resolve the force response on the active villain as if it had at least 1 hit point and attacked you.
Okay. And attacked you, but
Wait,
I'm
and then
down.
move the counter to the next villain and resolve it's the same way? Holy cow.
Wow.
Okay. So you blank your text box,
Okay.
and then you get caught off guard.
Okay.
Don't ever tell the game what you hate.
Yeah, no doubt. I will get rid of my side holster because right now I have no plans on getting rid of my side knives. Okay.
You can't.
Metal Wings, we are attaching these to Death and move the active counter to him. He has Retaliate 1, and he has 1 hit point remaining until we get rid of this. Same thing, when we attack him, you can trigger his ability and have every character you control take a damage, and they're gone. Horseman of Pestilence. Heal 2 damage from Pestilence and give her a tough status card. She cannot heal. She can be tough. Then she activates against me. I'm at 7 health, so I'm fine, Steve, to take it.
Is that
I
what
would
you're
know
saying?
the top card.
That's what he's saying.
Yeah.
Okay.
Can I do this? Once per phase. Yeah. So when an enemy initiates an attack against you, if the top card of your deck... So I'm going to play this to prevent 3 damage. So Pestilence is going to attack me for 2. I prevent 3 with the magic barrier. It costs 1 fewer because this is once per phase, not once per turn. And then if the top card of my deck, which it's not, then I would deal 3 damage. Now my text box is blanked, and I can't do this, so I have to flip this card back over. Oh, that's a nightmare. Okay.
And then move the villain.
Did it say to move it? It didn't say to move it.
No? Oh, okay. But it didn't it activate
After
again?
a villain of... Oh, gosh. You are right. After a villain activates, move the active counter to the next villain. I would have assumed it was if that villain activates. So, even though Pestilence activated, this should move to Famine.
Right. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Thank you, Steve. I didn't even think of that. Sinister Strike. You're in hero form. Place a pursuit counter on Pursued by the Past. That goes to 6.
Oh my god.
Then, if it has any counters on it, the villain activates against you. So you are being attacked by 1 from Famine.
That's the discard 10, right?
Yeah.
Hey,
We all
Yeah,
have
yeah.
like a card that's magnetized to us.
yeah.
I know. Just let's go.
All right. 1, 2, 3. And then discard the top 10. Are you getting another card?
Yeah.
Okay. Your next card is Targeted for Extermination. Whoever defeats this confuses their identity. It is a crisis with only 3.
Great, nice.
Okay.
All right, Brian. You get a Hound. You flip up.
Pause 1 second. Don't forget you have to move the active counter.
Thank you.
Okay. I
Keep me
flip up.
honest. I don't mind making mistakes in a first play. Body swap. So you have that in front of you,
Yep.
Eric.
Got it.
All right. It's magic time. I can't play the top card from my deck.
So I can body slide if anyone wants to flip to alter ego with me.
Yeah. Doesn't really help, but yeah.
I'm doing it because that way I can get Professor.
Yeah.
I
And get a
think
call for backup.
that I want to because am I going to get an ally out? I think I want to end up in the other form, so I'm good. You guys are flipping down.
Yep.
Whoever
Okay.
wants to go to alter ego is an alter ego.
I'm going to spend 2 to play my crown. So my crown gives me steady, and while the top card of my deck has mental or wild, I get +1 thwart. And then I'm going to use exorcism to play my soul sword. I get piercing, and while the top card of my deck has physical or wild, I have +1 attack.
Sounds legit.
But then I'm going to flip down and not help the team.
I like it.
Hmm.
Okay, so I'm going to Cuckoo. I'm at
Don't hate Eric. Hate the game.
I'm gonna
Yeah.
flip. I'm gonna flip back up. I just realized Rogue doesn't do anything in alter ego. I was thinking about recovering, and I'm like, yeah, why? Okay, I'm gonna go and man, what do I have? A going Rogue here. Who's in hero form? Nobody.
Nobody.
You guys are. It's very difficult to play with you.
I mean, I could have
Wait, you're
body
just finding that out now?
So
Actually,
complicated.
wait, hold on. Isn't that a taste of your own medicine?
Ah.
Yeah. So bang on, man.
Does anybody play X-Men characters?
Never.
Yes.
Ever or just in this game?
No, because I have you. I'm debating on putting a endurance or a utopia.
I have
Oh.
X-Men characters in my deck. Like
Yeah,
my
I'm
allies.
gonna bring Professor X out on my turn if I ever get to take a turn.
Okay.
Ooh.
Oh.
So Brian, you're saying that you want to get rid of that. You want to take care of it.
Yes, I want to take care of the side scheme because I'll get my ready.
Okay, so you get your ready. All right, what can I do then? I can
And you'll
punt.
get to draw 2 cards. So
All right, so I'll keep events. All right, so if I spend 2 in this and I'll draw 2 on it, let's see. All right, let's go 1, 2. I'll play Utopia, and Going Rogue is going to play an Endurance to bring me back up to 8. I am then going to touch a villain, and I'm going to punch it for 3.
I got you. I put touched on there, but it should be here. Punched for 3, down to 9.
you're done
Done.
there, Steve?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm going to flip up, and I am going to thwart for 3 off of that side scheme.
Yep.
Everybody draw.
So you are. Yep, and you're confused.
I'm confused.
Yep.
All right.
You say everyone draws a card?
Everybody draws a card.
Mission leader?
Except for me that
Mission.
draws 2, baby.
Do you have to
Except
be in
for-
hero form? Not for this one, right?
No, it's just me that has to be in hero form to do that.
Right. But every
Perfect.
player draws a card.
That's right.
Yep. Yep.
And then I am going to put down a call for backup, which has 12 thread on it. And then,
I'm just going to let you track that on your screen.
yeah, I don't worry, I have that. I am ready after doing that. I'm just going to do double Psychic Kicker on Pixie and buff her to a 6. That way, does anyone have like 1 thwart over here? I might not have it.
I'll
This is
have
mine
3
scan.
once I get Professor X
All right.
out.
Psychic Kicker. Oh, wait. No, I could do Psychic Kicker on Professor X and have him thwart for 3 and then thwart for 5 and then thwart for 7.
Oh, nice. Well,
It's over thwart, just so we
Yeah.
know.
Yeah.
It's called Overthwart.
Brent, I have a question.
But you
My-
could have him the last time punch for 2 and take out the hound.
I can take out the Hound with Pixie. She punches for 2 and gets rid of it.
Wait,
Got it.
Brian, read Psychic Kicker again.
Play only if I have Psionic. Ready an ally. That ally gets +2 thwart, +2 attack for the next.
Oh, right.
basic
Okay, it doesn't
thwart.
have the ready. I wasn't sure if it had the ready.
Yeah, so he'll thwart for 3, then 5, and then 5. So 13 in total. Or
Wow.
if yeah.
Oh,
exactly.
it's not +2 for the phase. It's +2 for that next.
No,
activity,
it's for
right?
that. Yeah, exactly. So he does his
What
original 3 and then 5 and then 5.
What were you going to ask, Eric?
When our text box is blanked, how long does that last?
Until the start of the next villain phase.
Okay.
Uh,
I'm trying to remember when it was blanked for me.
I guess I'll just thwart and
Wow.
remove my confuse.
You were attacked by pestilence, so you have to go to the next villain phase.
Yeah. Okay.
So I'm just doing a thwart to remove my confuse, and then all of my stuff are events, so I might as well just ship it to Eric and let him start doing his things.
Okay. Thank you. All right. So since I am down, I am going to pitch a psychic manipulation, which has the psionic trait that will get rid of my body swapped, or at least it gets discarded.
Yep.
Okay. Then I'm at 8 health. I will flip up. So I guess my text box is still blanked, right?
Correct.
Okay. So I will use a team building exercise, and
Do you want to
That's
heal
it.
before you flip up, or are you fine?
I'm at 8. I think I'll be
Okay.
okay.
Because
So-
you're a 1-1-2 is what I'm thinking. You might want to just heal for 3.
Oh.
I have Nightcrawler and I have Brother Voodoo, so you're good.
Oh no, I'm wrong. Your
Mhm.
weapons give you the stats, not your ability.
Right.
So you're fine.
Yeah.
Fine.
So I'm just figuring out my stats here. So that will do that. But if I am able to attack, I can also confuse an enemy. So I'm going to do a double confuse this turn. Okay. So no, I am not recovered.
We have threat under control. We need
Yeah.
damage.
Okay. Well, here TBE.
Sorry,
gonna
not that you
pitch-
shouldn't do it. You should do
That's
it.
okay. TBE. Pitch these two. Bring out Professor X. So confuse an enemy. He's
Sounds
going to
good.
remove 3 threat,
Let's go with
and then
call for-
have Brian call for an action.
I have
was-
Utopia that readies an X-Men.
Okay.
Well, you can ready Professor X, and he can.
No, there's no
remove 3
point
more.
because he's gonna die from the 2 psychic kickers. So
Oh.
he thwarts for
Okay.
3 off the main, and then I can ready him essentially twice and have him thwart for 5 and 5. Remove 10 off of call for backup. That's down to 2, and Professor would be gone.
Oh yeah, I'm sorry, I forgot. Do you want to just do call for backup? Don't even take the 3 off the main.
No. Do we need allies this round? Because if not,
Sure.
then we could just remove it next round.
I mean, that thing's at 12, so you might as well go get call for backup.
Yeah, I would agree.
Okay, then Professor essentially will go away.
Okay.
Right?
Yep.
Because his regular thing and then 2 more for psychic
3,
kicker.
5, 5.
Call for
We all go
backup
get
is
an ally?
gone. That's right. Everyone go gets an ally.
Can I bring? No, I'm
You
going to
can-
bring Angel out. Actually,
I mean, if I want, I can bring Professor in, but I don't think that's
no, you
no
can bring
point.
in. I'm going to bring in Mockingbird so we can stun someone. How about that?
No, I'm gonna bring in Havoc.
Well, he's part of your strategy, right?
Exactly. Havoc and Gentle are part of my strategy.
Okay.
I'm bringing in go balls.
Okay, Brent, did you catch that? I brought in Blocking Bird so we can stun.
Yep.
An enemy.
And call for
How
an
about whoever
action.
was going to attack me?
Got it.
All right.
Threat
Anything else,
is-
Brian?
I was just gonna say, threat is controlled on the main. Can I call for an action? Should I do an attack instead of a mind scan? Because I can do a telekinetic blast now for
Yes.
9.
Yes. Because 9 takes out famine.
Okay, telekinetic blast for 9.
1 down.
Cool.
Oh, I'm
And-
not going to stun that one there, Eric, because you won't take the effect.
Yeah, no, that's okay. Just stun whoever.
Was there a second confuse? Or it hasn't happened yet?
It hasn't happened yet. Or
good.
actually, we can stun one of them that is already confused because I'm going to do an upside the head.
Okay.
If that's how we want to do it, because I am going to do a basic attack of 3, and then we can confuse that enemy. But if it's already confused, then stun it. Right?
Do we want to get, what do we want to stop from happening? Blanking text boxes or losing supports and upgrades?
Supports and upgrades.
Yeah.
Okay. I guess it doesn't really help if I stun that one, but if I put it there, it'll slow down getting back to us. So I'll do this. So you're dealing
Yeah.
3 damage?
Yep, dealing 3 damage, and then I'm playing an upside the head. So if that enemy was already confused, stun it instead.
Ah. Okay.
Okay,
So we need to deal the damage somewhere else.
right.
So
or put the confused on war. Then we
Got
can
Got it.
stun
Got
him.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I got you. I'm with you.
I'm thinking I also have an under surveillance in my hand, although I don't have enough resources to play it. But I'm thinking right now we don't need a van
No.
in play. Okay, cool.
Nope.
So that's what I will pitch to play upside the head, and then I will put an Overwatch out just to kind of have an upgrade on the table when we need to either use it or
Bin
use
it.
it as fodder for war.
Yeah, just
Yeah.
attach it to the main scheme and you're good, right?
Yeah, that makes sense.
All
I don't
right.
have any on me, so you'll just have to track that you have it there for me.
Yeah, that's fine.
Unfortunately. Yeah, it's a good point. Spartan says, can you actually track? Because it's true. Now that I realize if you draw a boost and it says so-and-so activates, it does move the counter. To
Mhm.
me, it would have been intuitive if that one activates, move the counter. But this says if a villain activates. So I just
Yeah.
misread that. I did it more intuitive and less by read the card.
Yeah, I think control will be a lot easier in a solo or two-player game.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's fun that it's a
Normally-
big giant mess. I'm
Yeah.
having a blast.
Yeah.
I think it normally is with these multiple villains kind of scenarios.
Yeah, for sure. Because you don't get as much random chaos, right?
Yeah.
We got it. We're good. Everybody ready?
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Going up 4 to 16. We still haven't gone through the deck, so that's the good
Yep.
part.
We got 21 people watching. Welcome, everyone.
That's pretty
Yes.
awesome.
Except one of you. There's one of you. No, I'm kidding.
Yes. Well, I think I am one of the 21.
Ah, see?
because-
There you go.
Yeah, there we
I
go.
knew it.
I ruined it.
You're watching us. How we doing?
Always watching.
All
Well,
right.
we have Apocalypse is waiting. You know, he wants you guys to finish up this game.
Do we have build did somebody put a build support in their
Yes. Yes. I have it in my deck.
And War has unbuild support, so we're good.
Hmm.
That's right.
So Pestilence schemes against me for 4. War is stunned against Rogue. Then War is attacking Cable for 2.
What's his ability again? I mean, actually, it doesn't really matter.
Discard
Yeah.
a support or upgrade you control.
Oh god. All right. Yeah. It's happening.
All right, you getting hit?
Yep.
You get hit for 2, and then after this activation resolves, place a pursuit counter on pursued by the pass.
It happened.
And
Trigger.
So first you have to get rid of a supporter upgrade.
I guess it's Professor.
Are we
Over
getting
Mission
Strife?
Leader?
It's not an ally, it's a supporter upgrade.
No, Professor is
Yeah.
a-
No,
Oh,
not
the
the
Professor,
it's-
sorry.
Yeah,
Sorry,
Professor.
I get that confused all the time. Eric, I missed your question.
Is Strife coming out?
If your Nemesis minion is in play, it activates against you. Otherwise, flip
No
this
way.
card over. After you flip this card, do I discard the 7? Sorry, I didn't read it. Remove each counter from here. Okay, after you flip to the side, find your Nemesis minion and reveal it. Yep, we're getting Strife.
Oh, I'm sorry, Brian.
Yeah. I chose Mission
Uh,
Leader.
And then get your side scheme, Back to the Future, and then shuffle the other cards in. So it totally just is Shadow of the Past.
Yeah.
It just has counters on it.
But does that card now get shuffled back into the deck, or does it leave?
This
play?
card does it. It flips back over, and now it can go back up to 7.
Oh, okay. Interesting.
So it's just Shadow of the Past with a timer
Yep.
on it.
Brent, one thing I forgot is Mockingbird could have activated, so we can attack someone for 1 if it makes
Done.
any difference. Yep.
You want to get rid of there's one of those villains that has a tough, right? Oh, we don't care about that one yet.
Quick
We
question.
could pop the tough. That's a good point.
Yeah.
Correct me if I'm wrong here, but my allies can thwart Back to the Future, right? Because
Nope.
it just says other players cannot remove threat from Back to the Future. Not other.
The Cable
identities.
player cannot remove threat from schemes other than Back to the Future. Correct. We cannot
Yeah,
remove
but it-
threat, but you and your allies can.
Exactly. That's
Okay.
Yeah, 'cause
because
the
it's
player,
different than
not
tech.
the-
Yeah.
And then you have Strife. So that villain just activated. This happened, so Strife activates against you.
Oh,
So he's attacking you for 2 plus a flip. Do you need a blocker?
I have 6 life. He can probably hit me for what? A max of 5?
Seems like 4 in this deck.
Okay, let's go.
Oh, it's 12. Attach this card to the activating enemy. Attach to... okay. When attached character would take any amount of damage, prevent that damage. If 2 or more damage was prevented, discard this card. So he now has a force field.
Okay.
He hits you for 3 total, sorry. I should have
3
said there was
total?
+1 on there. Yep.
Okay. Down to 6.
Where are we at then? This should have moved to here. And then Death is attacking Psylocke, but is stunned. So we got it, Eric.
Cool. That worked out well.
Card.
Oh, who attacked you, Magic?
Acceleration. I didn't get attacked because I am in Alter Ego.
And who schemed against you,
Pestilence.
but was confused?
Nope, I put 4th threat on the main. Why?
Okay, no, I wasn't sure.
And Brant, does the main scheme say when a villain activates or when it attacks, move the counter?
When a villain activates.
Activate. Okay, so even when they scheme, it still moves. Got it.
First card is Ahab. All right, so he's got toughness. He's a 2/3 when revealed. If the release the hounds is in play, place 3 threat on it. Otherwise, find release the hounds and reveal it. Hey! Because it's in the victory display. I don't think we have to get it back from the victory display, do we?
Nope.
What does it say? Does it say search the set aside?
Find. I don't know what the find keyword.
Find is looking inside the deck.
Okay. Telekinetic blast. So Rogue, you take 2 damage and you take an additional 1 for each side scheme in the victory display. So I think
Which is
you're
3.
taking 5 damage.
Ah, Jesus. Okay, I'm at 3.
Mind Scan is going to place 2 threat on the main scheme and 1 additional, so 5. This goes to 25. Yeah, that 1 card is brutal. It can just kill somebody because there's no way to block it. Evil Alliance. So, Psylocke, you're getting attacked by Strife. For
Okay.
2 plus a flip.
2 and a boost. I'll have Mockingbird take it.
Mockingbird is mocking toast.
Yes. Okay.
All right, all you, Steve.
All right.
Oh, I had piercing. Good point. I could get rid of the tough. I'll kill this guy, though.
Okay. Let's see. Can I get rid of some? Is there any side schemes to get rid of, or is it just Cable?
Nope,
It's
just
Back to the
Cable.
Future, but you can't do that.
Okay. Can we call for an action? Can you get rid of it now?
No.
Dang it. It really sucks.
And his first psionic event is eliminated, so we could help him out by getting rid of Strife.
It's just Psychic Kicker, which just means I pitch it for 1 damage.
Got it.
Okay. Rats, and rats. Okay.
But he has the force field, you said, right?
All right.
Correct. So we need to deal 2 damage to him and then
Need to
deal
do
5.
Okay, got it.
But we can attack him, right? We just can't.
You
work
guys
on
can
that
attack
side
him.
scheme.
Yeah.
Okay.
I
It's
believe
just my
so,
side
right?
scheme.
All right. So I am going to touch Brother
No,
Voodoo.
we can't attack Strife.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
So he's in a Kang bubble.
Yeah.
You got to do it all yourself, Brian.
Really?
Yes.
Yeah. That's why Strife is just so brutal.
He is.
Brent,
brutal.
how much is on the main
25.
out of 40 something or 36?
48.
48.
Oh, man.
Okay.
So if I don't kill Strife,
Find
and I get
definitely brings the card back from the victory display. I thought so. I wasn't sure if it was find or search. Oh, and it's in this booklet. Okay, so release the hounds would come back.
Oh, so I would have taken 1 less damage.
so forced amnesia doesn't matter anymore. It's out of the game.
Oh, that's
Gotcha. So that forced amnesia isn't super helpful on that one.
Nope.
We're learning. We're learning. People will learn from our mistakes.
Correct. And so how much threat is on that?
5.
Just 5?
Everything is static. There's
like
nothing
it.
per player.
Okay. Is there a crisis icon?
No.
Then I will thwart for 2. For 3, sorry, off of that. Because I'm touching an ally, I have Aerial. I will play Ever Vigilant. I will ready and remove 2 from the main. I get his trait until the end of the round. So I will thwart for 2 with Brother Voodoo.
Yep. Are we clearing the side? What do you want to do?
I'm clearing that side scheme.
Okay.
So I can draw Skill Investigator and draw a card. And then I'm going to pay 3 because I am, until the end of the round, I am an Avenger. I will play the Quint Carrier.
Nice.
I will then, I need to flip down.
He cleared the side scheme, didn't he?
I did clear the side scheme.
I thought you said you did because you drew a card.
Yeah.
Okay.
I will then thwart. I can thwart the main scheme unless you tell me.
Do we all draw a card?
Nope. Mission leader is gone because of
war.
Because of war. That's right.
Okay. So I can remove 3 or I can heal.
I don't even understand how you guys have stuff in front of you. I just keep losing everything.
It is brutal. You can do either. We don't need the threat removal, so you can heal.
Okay, so I'm going to flip down and recover. Go to 7. I will use Gambit. I will attack with Gambit for 2. I think there's a minion in front of somebody, right?
It has tough, and I have piercing, so you can just do 2 on the boss.
Okay, and then I can attack Strife, right?
Nope.
No.
Damn it. Well, I'll attack 2, and then I have a 1 ping with Gambit, and I can ping
you can get rid of my tough. That's fine.
Yeah, okay. Done. But it's an interrupt, so... Okay, that's it. That was enough.
All right. I will punch Strife for 3, which is going to get negated, but his force field is gone.
Yep.
Then I'm going to play Psychic Kicker, which will just fizzle, but deals 1 damage to Strife. So he's got 4 life left. And then I'll just get some economy down here, or get some stuff. Flip down, Professor. Draw me. Havoc will thwart for 1 on Back to the Future and take a damage. And I'm done.
All right.
Professor will go get me a side scheme. Build support. You guys want build support or establish perimeter?
Build support.
All right. I'm going to grab build support for next round.
Okay.
Sounds good.
All right. I will use TBE both of my katanas, and I will flip both of them back over to knives to play Flurry of Blades. So deal 2 damage to an enemy. And now as I control 2 Psi knives, I can confuse 2 enemies. So let's just confuse all the villains.
There you go. They're all looking every which way.
Exactly. Okay. Then let me... I think I will pitch this to play a training regimen. At least I'll get that out. And that leaves me with 1 card. But since they are all confused, and I can do a basic. So I can thwart for 4.
Perfect. Bring it down to 19.
Okay, and then I will flip down.
All right.
Okay, that's it.
I will flip up. My text box is blanked, I believe, from Pestilence. So I will use full body charge. Nope.
Hulk is going to love playing against these guys when his text box gets blanked.
Yeah.
All I'm
full
saying.
body charge and Blood Rage will play a clobber, defeating Ahab. Putting clobber back in my hand. Then I'm going to do a soul strike for 4 damage. So I'll bring this down to 27. Then Gold Balls is going to attack, and I will discard the top 3 cards of my deck. 1, 2, 3. So he gets +3, so he hits for 4, 23. I will attack for 3. Go to 20. I'll use the Blood Gem to take 2 damage. and pay for Stepping Disc, and I'll put Soul Strike back on top of my deck. Ooh, actually, you know what? I'm going to put Colossus on top of my deck. Ready, and then I'll punch for 3 again, 17.
So with that Stepping Disc, is it a spell card or is it any card?
It is a magic card in your discard pile, not named Stepping Disc.
Gotcha. Cool.
All right. Are we done? We're done. Everybody ready and draw.
Nice. 2, 4,
1, 2,
5,
3, 4, 5, 6.
and 6. Yay! Good cards.
Okay.
So it's going to be a quick turn for the villain because they're all dumb.
How many of us are down?
All of us, or most of us.
I think only one of us is. Did
I'm
Eric
down.
flip?
Yeah,
I'm
I
down.
flipped.
I'm Nathan Summers.
Oh, I didn't flip all of you, so it's just me getting attacked.
There you go.
Now you deserve
All
it.
right. Confused.
Nice, Steve.
Schemes for 2. Plus 3. There's the 3. For 5, go to 29.
Yeah, David, you're right. Hulk ally with magic will
Moves
definitely be great.
here. Famine attacks me.
Same thing with Cosmo.
When famine attacks me, so that's where I could play something like this. Okay. Should I play Colossus? Because it's fun. I'll play Colossus. So he comes in and he defends without exhausting.
What? What is that card?
1, it's
Magic's
Colossus.
ally.
No. I know Colossus ally, but how did you play him on the villain turn?
When an enemy attacks you, play Colossus from your hand, paying his cost, and declare him as a defender without exhausting him.
Nice. I love that.
Okay, that's the signature ally.
Yes,
four,
yeah.
five,
Yeah.
6, 7, 8.
Which is fitting
9,
because that's your
10.
brother.
Yeah, this is the card that should have been in Shadowcat's deck.
Yes.
Right.
Yeah,
and then
that would have been nice.
goes here, and then this one is confused.
So there's 3
Oh, I
different...
missed Strife, right?
Strife schemes for 2.
So this Strife
plus a
should have been
boost.
for 5, and then the attack should have been for 4. So this should go to 34. So we are getting in trouble.
Okay.
Okay. You get a Hound. So you flip to hero form,
Oh,
Rogue.
that's me?
Yep. Nowhere is safe. So you go to nowhere. No. So we place a pursuit counter, and then you have to discard an upgrade or support.
Upgrade. I'm going to keep that skill investigate. It's going to be my endurance. Go to
Body
4.
swapped back on Betsy Braddock.
Well, okay.
Horsemen of War. So War heals 2, gets a tough status card, and then activates but is confused. Whew. All right. And then my card is Horsemen of Famine. Heal 2 from Famine. So Famine is back in play. And then Famine is attacking me for 1, 2, 3.
Counter
And then I have to
moves.
discard 10. 1, 2, 3. So I get another card, which is Golden Horse, which is going to go back on Famine.
Wow. Hey,
Don't forget, because famine activated, the counter moves.
Thanks. All right, this moves to Nathan Summers. Nathan, you got some work to do.
I do.
Brian's hands.
Brian's hands, yeah. All right, so I'll put down the build support.
Yeah, thank you for the find on that, Igor. I appreciate it. I did think that find brought it out of the victory display, but in the quick moment.
All right. So how am I getting rid of strife here? So I'm not exhausted, but unfortunately I only have 3 life. So should I be healing? Maybe not.
I will block with Nightcrawler for you.
All right. I'm
92 damage is
I'm an
victory.
X-Force.
So if you can deal 92 damage, we just win.
All right. I will thwart for 3 off of my
Where's
side
Quicksilver
scheme.
when you need him?
Back to the Future is out.
Oh, trigger.
Trigger.
Yeah. unfortunately, I have no card draws.
Ooh,
I will
nice.
ready.
I pulled a genius.
Oh no, you guys
even
don't
go to the
draw
victory
unless
display,
you have
huh?
a skilled investigator.
Yeah, why? You're the only one I think that has it.
Eric, why did you draw?
Oh, I thought it was from Mission
You
Leader.
said trigger.
Yeah.
Mission
no
leader's
mission,
out.
no
Yeah,
mission leader.
Right. I just
anymore.
remembered that. Okay, never mind.
Steve yelled trigger, but it was a false alarm. He was crying
Yeah.
wolf.
Trigger
Exactly.
me. Trigger me. Trigger.
He triggered all of us.
Yeah, big trigger.
Yeah.
Okay, so he's got what, 4 left? All right. I think what I'm doing here is I am doing a mission planning so that Havoc doesn't take any damage. And then he will attack Strife for 2 plus a flip off the top of the deck.
Welcome, Agneth. Yes, trigger finger.
2
can
plus
definitely
2.
be-
Is that 4?
Yeah, that's 4. Strife is gone. And
Who was
Havoc
that? Who
took-
got the bonus? Oh, Havoc, right.
Havoc, and Havoc took no damage because of mission planning.
Love it.
And now I will do a mind scan for 5. It's only 5 now. Might as well
29.
just go to the main. I do have build support out for when we're ready.
Oh,
And
right.
then it's 5. It would be, I bring it down to 4, but I don't think we need that right now. And then I think I'm just going to thwart for 3.
Okay,
And then
26.
I am done.
Okay, I am pitching a psionic card to discard my body swapped off of me. And flipping back up. Okay. All right. Couple things. All right, so I've got my katanas and I can only flip one of them. Okay, I'm going to do a basic which has piercing. So if we want to hit someone with tough, and
it's at war.
I'm attacking for 3.
16.
And then that will let me flip over one of my katanas. Okay. Then I will, so I did that. I'm going to pitch this to do upside the head. So since I damaged an enemy, I can now confuse that enemy. And if it's already confused, then stun it.
Okay.
Okay. I'm telling you, that's one of my favorite cards, that upside the head. I will use team building exercise, and I'm going to
I do
pitch
love
and
that card.
even the odds since we don't have any side schemes out for a
We-
mental detection. Remove 1 threat from a scheme, then 2 additional threat, and then I get to draw a card.
We do have a side scheme, by the way. It's build support with 12.
Okay.
Just for future reference.
Got it. Cool. All right. Well, I will pitch a genius for telepathy to remove 2 threat from a scheme.
Okay.
And I think that is everything I got up my sleeve. Okay.
All right. I'm having gold balls. Let's see, what is this exorcism? Could remove threat. No, I have to die. Oh, no, I don't, because I have my ability. So I'm going to discard, before I do go balls, I'm going to discard my armor to play exorcism. Remove 4 threat from a scheme. This will bring this down to 17. And then if the top card of my deck is a mental, I can confuse the villain, but I can choose, correct? When it says confuse the villain?
It would be the active villain.
No, isn't that not true? Isn't it when it's a player card you get to choose, and when it's an enemy card they do the active villain?
I thought it was always the active villain. When it says the villain, it's normally the active villain, but I could be wrong.
Chat, let me know which it is. I confuse death. If I can't, then there's no confuse. So just let me know which it is. All right. Gold balls is going to go straight here. So 1, 2, 3. Hit for 4. This one's down to 12. Should I heal or finish off famine?
Can you? No, go heal.
You can choose.
I can finish off famine with the gambit.
Because that's got the tough.
No, Gambit's going to get rid of the tough and deal 2.
Flip
Chat
down.
says you can choose.
Level 3.
Okay.
Thank you. Thank you. All right. And then Colossus could either take out the Hound or thwart for 2.
Punch the Hound.
Dead Hound. All right. I'm done.
All right. Gumbo is going to finish off Famine, dealing 2 damage and using his card counter. Pew-pew.
Nice. We're up to
Thanks,
23 people watching.
Nice.
Welcome,
Oh,
everyone.
and as soon as you said that, someone left.
Yeah, of course.
They got nervous.
Found me.
Exactly. Someone's watching me.
All right. I have a okay, so are we low on okay, so I killed Famine. I got rid of
Threat's
her.
fine. It's back to 17.
Okay, so I killed Famine. She's back
Oh,
down.
thanks.
She's down to 0.
Yep.
So punch for 2 and then remove the tough first with the interrupt.
Got it.
All right, I'm gonna go touch. Come on, touch, babe. All right, I'm gonna.
You
go
didn't
touch.
actually say who you're touching.
Yeah.
Yeah. So who doesn't have a lot of health?
I
Or who's
touch
gonna be
myself.
The one that activates against me.
12. Which one's going to activate against you?
Yes.
That's difficult to know.
Arguably, I don't know. I'd have to do the math.
Dang it. Well, I'm gonna.
Who's up? Are you up, Brian?
I am.
And
I'm up
Psylocke?
as well. Yeah, I'm up.
So
I have blasts and
it's
scans.
going to be Famine that's going to activate against you currently.
Famine. That's the one that discards. All
but
right.
you know it's at 0.
No,
you
because she's
took it
at
out.
0.
Oh, it's at 0. All right. Well, I'll touch another guy then.
All right, got it. Done.
Okay. I'm gonna punch for 3.
Down to 9.
Oh, good. Let's get another one to 0.
I'm going to what doesn't kill me, heal for 2. Punch for 3.
Like in this scenario, but really scary.
Yeah,
Charisma
it's
save.
definitely more.
I'm going to
complicated
what
than
doesn't kill
Wrecking
me.
Crew.
Ready? Punch for 3.
Down to 3.
I did 9 damage right now.
Yep.
Nice.
I
And
assigned 9 damage.
All right, and then I'll play a Death Focus, and I'll keep my Bulletproof Bell. When an enemy with touch attached to it attacks, prevent all damage, and blah, blah, blah.
It was confusing, Steve, because you fed it to me in a way I could understand it. Instead of saying, I'm going to deal 3, I'm going to deal 6, 3, 3, 6, 9, 3, 3, 3.
No, I said 3. I'm going to punch for 3. What doesn't kill me? Ready?
No,
Punch
no,
for
you
3.
did it right. That's what I'm saying. You didn't throw numbers at me.
Yeah.
It was a breath of fresh
Oh.
air.
Yeah, there you go.
Damn
Sorry.
it, Brett. When you
It's a
give me
joke at your
compliments, it
expense.
confuses me.
Oh, you're confused?
No. Go.
Is your turn done?
Yes.
Ready.
As my brother would say, he would say a fresh breath air
Fresh breath air.
instead of breath of fresh air.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
All right, this is going to 22. I'm going to use my limbo. How low can you go? All right. Then Cable is getting attacked for 2, and then you have to discard an upgrade or support you control.
Of course I would. Why
No,
wouldn't I?
no. It's me because I'm going to use. I said I was going to defend with Nightcrawler, right?
Okay.
Oh, is he already out? Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
All right, so Nightcrawler takes 3 damage, and then you have to discard an
No,
upgrade
I'm
or support.
bouncing Nightcrawler back to my hand with
Okay.
the lightning resource, and I will get rid of this
Skilled
pesky
investigator.
Psylocke, you're getting attacked for 3 from death, and then you're going to have to take a damage on every character you control.
Okay, so I will.
Who's got the touched?
So 3 is 4 plus a boost.
It was that character, so it takes 1.
Eric, skilled investigators
No.
in your discard.
Because Retaliate wasn't on yours,
Oh,
right?
Steve got rid of it.
Yep.
Okay, thank you. Okay, I think this one I'll just take on the chin.
All right, it's going to be 5.
Does that
And then you-
include the?
All characters take 1.
Okay,
All your
So-
characters take 1.
right. So a total of 6.
Yeah.
Okay. Wow.
Moves here to Famine. Famine is going to be confused, and then Steve, you're getting attacked for 2 by Famine. Oh, I forgot to tell you you could discard 10 cards.
Oh, I could get it. Oh, shoot. I could do that, right?
Well, no, you attacked with Gambit, right?
Yes, I attack with
So,
Gambit.
so you couldn't. You couldn't.
Gambit.
Okay. Yeah, let's just do, just Rogue. I'll just take it.
Okay, it's going to be 5, and then discard 10.
I thought she was, no, she's out.
Oh, correct. Take
Sure.
5, and that's it. Sorry.
I'll go back down to 3, and I retaliate for 1, but doesn't matter.
All right. Rough Riders. So, Brian, you're going to get discard 10 cards from your deck, and then blank your text box.
I will be decking out.
Okay. Then you're going to get another Golden Horse, so that's going to go on War. Psylocke, you're going to get a Hunted, so we have an extra card each round, or you can discard a card in Alter Ego to get rid of it.
That doesn't have a
Horse-
when revealed on it, does it? It's not a treachery.
Nope. Horseman of Death is going to heal 2 on death, give him a tough status card, and he activates against me. He's confused. So since he didn't activate, we don't move the counter. And then Rogue gets Dark Designs, so we place a pursuit counter. And then the villain schemes. So Pestilence is going to scheme for 2, 3, 4, and move to war.
Cool.
Passes to Eric.
Okay.
We
All right.
need 75 damage to win.
That I don't have. I do have some threat removal. Okay, I'm going to put out a skilled investigator. This one I'm going to do on me since I have a 4 hand size.
That's
Okay.
handy.
Yeah, no doubt. So do we have a side scheme, a player
Build
side scheme in
support-
play on you,
build
Brian?
Support is currently in play with 12 threat.
Okay, I'm going to put an Overwatch out on that. So then, and we should still have an Overwatch on the main, which we haven't triggered yet.
Oh, I didn't
Yes.
realize that, Steve. I guess you can get rid of Touched instead
Yes, Barton, it
what
may
did
definitely be a 1 game tonight.
and keep your skilled
Oh,
investigator.
well, then I will keep it.
Interesting, yeah. Eric, take that skilled investigator out of your discard and put it back because Steve's keeping it.
Okay. Good to know. Thank you. Okay. I will. Well, I need to seriously recover. How bad is our threat on the main?
It's just at 26. It's not bad.
Okay. All
Out
right.
of 42, right?
48.
When you're
All
playing like OG villains, it's just at 26, we're almost dead.
Yeah, exactly. All right. Well, tell you what, I can thwart. No, that's only, I'm thwarting for 3, I guess. Yeah. I'll thwart for 3. We can take that off the main. Do we want to trigger and take 3 off of Brian's player side scheme as well?
Sure.
Down to 9.
All right. And then I will flip down and recover it next turn, but I'm going to use my training regimen as an action. Okay.
Well, before you flip down, do you have a mind scan? Can we do mind scans on that side scheme?
Oh,
What do you mean? I'm the one that has mind scan.
yeah.
Yes, but I have superpower adaptation. So
I literally just decked out from that villain phase. Otherwise, I would have.
Rats. Okay.
Sorry. That's all right. I do have more Overwatch. Well, there's an Overwatch on the side scheme itself. But-
Yeah.
Okay. All right. That's everything I got. Oh, and
Did you flip down or stay up?
I did flip down. And Brent, remind me, how do I get rid of that?
Discard a card from your hand, any card.
Perfect. Got it. All right. It's gone.
Christmas. All right. I'm going to play it dangerous. I'm going to flip up and put a card on top of my deck. So it's an exorcism. Then I am going to use triage and test the defense, which is a card I really should have out, to play clobber, deal 3, and take down war.
Okay.
And then I could discard Blood Gem, which I will to get rid of his horse. Clobber goes back in my hand. Oh, I was going to use Blood Gem. Darn it.
Well, leave
That's
the
okay.
horse. Leave the horse. It doesn't matter.
Okay. Then I will use the Blood Gem and these 3 cards to do a full body charge. So I take 2 and I deal 8 damage. So this one's down to 28. Gold balls, 1, 2, 3. We'll deal another 4 down to 24. What's my top card? Not a punch. And then I punch for 4, bringing this one down to 20.
Nice.
All right.
Everyone's got great turns.
56 damage to go.
All right. Well, Gumbo is going to deal 3 damage to that one.
17.
All right. Who am I touching, baby? Who am I touching?
Touch.
All right. I'm just going to touch the villain. The one that's going to activate against me.
God, goodness gracious. Got you. Death.
All right. Good.
No, I don't mind you doing that. It's just that I have to do the work.
Yeah.
Steve Vague's comments are the bane of Brant's existence.
Right.
You love him. Don't be quiet. You love him. All right. I'm going to punch for 3.
Okay, 14.
I'm going to spend 3 to play Nightcrawler. Utopia is going to ready me. I'm going to punch for 3.
11.
We don't need to remove threat, right?
No. It's at
It's
23.
only threat that's on build support.
We're going to deal 36 damage next turn and win the game, so we're good.
All right, so punch for 2.
9.
And I have retaliate. All right. Well, then I am going to
0.
Nope. I have retaliate, so I'm going to do 6 damage with a Southern Cross.
3.
And then I'm going to flip down.
Oh no, everyone's flipping down.
I'm up.
Well, I'm the only one.
I'm
Eric
down.
is down.
There's 2 of
Fine,
us.
we got it confused and we got
Yes.
25 threats, so we're good.
All right.
You can all flip down. We won't lose.
Because I'm at 3 life. I think I need to recover.
I'm also
good.
at 3. That's why.
Yeah. Well, I'm at 2,
Yeah.
so I got you.
So
Got beat.
on
You can also
unfortunately-
not recover because next turn we're going to deal 36 damage and win the game.
There you
Yeah.
go.
Yeah. Okay. You said the villain only has 3 life.
Was that you blowing me off? Yeah.
No. I'm actually agreeing with that. I'm like, okay, I'll flip down. I just won't recover. You said the villain only has 3, right?
This one has 3 and this one has 36.
Okay, because I could do a teamwork to punch for 5, or I just punched for 3.
This one has
without-
tough. Do you have a way to remove 1 first?
Nope. So I'm not going to teamwork. I'm just going to punch for 3, get rid of that guy.
Dead.
Okay. I'll flip down. Professor will just draw me a card. It's Pixie. I'll use teamwork and
Yeah, we won't lose in
establish
his last words.
for Gray Malkin.
I stand by my words.
Stand by your words. Good.
Brant, do you still want to do Apocalypse after, or are you going to be calling it?
And then
I was going to have a plan where we play Apocalypse 1 round at a time until we call it based on time.
Okay.
Unless you guys
Okay.
don't want to do that. So we'll talk about it afterwards.
He's waiting.
Yep. Good.
Apocalypse
right.
is waiting.
Everybody ready?
He's been waiting.
Oh,
for me
if
to
anyone is
play.
wondering why I have 3 copies of an Apocalypse sticker, so for like Ant-Man, Wasp, and Angel, I got the 3-sided loader, and then as you can see, I put vinyl stickers on them. So that is, I ordered 3 more of these when the 5th villain was announced. So that is my plan.
Nice.
Yes.
Love it.
Anyway, okay, moving on.
All right. 28.
Brent, I decked out.
Confused.
Brant, I decked.
Wow. Now you tell me. Confused with war. Then war is attacking me for 3 Colossus blocks. +1, dead. I will discard my crown. This goes here. Death is going to scheme against you for 2.
Didn't we kill Ward? Isn't he at 0?
Oh, so I don't have to discard my crown. Okay, thank you. Sorry, hard to remember. Then Death will activate against you, and you are stunned, Steve.
Cinder, I'll put a link
2 goes to
for the
30.
Etsy site in the chat from where I get them from.
Yeah, for sure. That moves Death here. Famine will scheme for 3. Plus, after this activation, Pestilence activates against you. So Famine for 3 moves here. Then Pestilence for 2 moves here. Oh my gosh. And that's everybody. So we're at 35 out of 48. All right, Eric gets War Weary. Eric, you are stunned.
I'm stunned. Okay.
Deadly Touch. That's on the villain. Goes to 37.
It's not on anything because I'm in Alter Ego.
Oh, is that still 2? If it's not on a friendly character?
Yeah, it's still 2. If it's not attached to anything, it's still 2.
Sinister Strike. Pursuit counter goes here. Then the villain attacks you. Oh, yikes. Does anybody have a blocker?
Yep, Nightcrawler.
Okay. Nightcrawler, I guess, goes back in your hand. 5. I would have been dead, so thank you.
Yep. And then what happens?
And you don't have to do the effect, but this moves. All right, Sinister Strike, Pursuit counter, villain. Oh wait, no. Discard gains Surge. Dark Designs, villain schemes. He didn't activate, right? It just surged. Okay, 2, 3, 4. This goes to 41. Everybody's waiting for us to lose.
Out of 42?
And finally, one. No, we lose at 48. Hunted on Nathan Summers. 36 damage, kids. 36 damage.
Does the hunted matter?
What?
What does the hunted do again? Doesn't matter, right?
It's a hazard icon for next turn when we won the game.
Right.
All right, I'm going to swap. I'm going to use Limbo to swap Stepping Disc with Full Body Charge. I'm going to attack with Piercing for 3, get rid of the Tough, bring him down to 33. I'm going to use, does this work? 2 cards to play Clobber, deal 3 damage. Go to 30. I'm going to spend 1, 2, 3 to play Full Body Charge, deal 8.
Nice.
22, pass turn. Y'all got to do 22 damage.
I'm going. The fact that I'm stunned. That's so annoying.
Just touch one of us.
Yes, but then I only attacking for 2. So I'm going to go touch magic. I'm going to touch magic, and then poof, magic happens. Just because I can. I'm going to play the Sorcerer Super. I'm kidding. I'm going to spend 3 to do a Southern Cross. I'm going to be Stalwart and draw a card, so 6. And I draw 1.
There's the numbers we all love.
What?
3 to Southern Cross, and then I have 3 health left.
No, I'm paying 3 to Southern Cross.
No, you're good. You're good. You did 6 damage. 16.
There you go. And then I use the Death Focus for that. Okay, then I'm going to... I don't have any more attacks. This is so sad.
Can you punch for 2, or you already did?
I'm going... What?
He already did.
Can you punch?
Yeah, I'm gonna do Going Rogue. I will remove 3 threat and draw a card. Oh, there you go. I'm going to punch for 2. I am going to spend 2 to play Energy Transfer. I'm going to go touch the villain, deal 2 damage to it, heal for 2, and ready. And I will punch it for 3, and I will make myself an honorary X-Men.
Perfect. Down to 9. All you, Brian.
Flip up, punch for 3.
Down to 6.
Telekinetic blast for 8.
Yeah,
nice.
all at 0.
Oh, I was finally going to be able to do it. Precognition. Look at the top 2 cards of the villain deck there for a minute.
Not too late.
Right?
That was
and
10
then Havoc
turns
would
too late.
punch.
10 turns too late.
Well,
Yeah, so that's just a boatload of activations with 4 players, huh?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's great. I loved it.
I think
Agreed.
I'll
No,
really enjoy this with a 2-player game.
Nah, four player is beautiful.
this
No,
guy really fools with
I
the
definitely
deck.
enjoyed it. Like I guess for me when I'm streaming, I feel like I'm reading all these cards to people, and that can feel a little bit boring. But they're new cards, so
Yeah.
I'm trying to make sure that I do all that. Even here, I didn't say full body charge. It probably is worth saying twice, but this is 4 for 8. If you're at half hit points, it gains overkill. It's a pretty playable card in my mind.
Oh, it's very good. I was if I had the superpower adaptation, but you had no aggressive allies, right? She's aggression, right?
Yep.
And the 4, that's an aggressive. That was an aggressive card.
Yeah, and I have gold balls.
And gold balls. Yeah, I would have had to touch gold balls, and then I'll be able to play that. But
All right. Are we setting up for Apocalypse?
let's do it.
Yeah. So we'll just
Okay.
play some rounds of Apocalypse, whether we play whatever it's called, skirmish,
Yeah. We'll
Oh,
see.
right. Yeah.
Just the,
or something
yeah.
like
Okay.
that, just to make it shorter. Or if we need to call it, we just call it. Whatever,
Okay.
whatever works. But we can
All
show
right,
people
let's
some
call
of it.
I'm 1 hour earlier than you guys here in Nashville, so
So you
I
need
can
to go?
all night long. Yeah.
No.
Oh yes,
I'm
no,
one-
he's all good.
Brian, are you good for a couple rounds?
Yeah, I'm like Rocky Balboa.
Nice. Okay. Why don't you guys give people your thoughts while I'm sorting?
Well, that to me is what.
Steve and I
whatchamacallit.
like to laugh about.
Yeah.
No. The way that messes with you is the way a 4 villain scenario should be,
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
because you're fighting them all off all at the same time, and they're just they don't let you do your normal thing. Build, like, how many times did we have to discard our supports? They just literally have caught off guard baked into them. They have the 10 discard cards. I mean, in the first round and a half, I had already milled 20 cards of my deck.
Yeah.
Right? So, I mean, there's always one guy that kind of gets hosed in a multiplayer setting like this, like 4 players.
And
It just
Brian's
so
always
happens-
that guy.
I mean, more often than not, it is definitely me. But
Well, I don't feel you got
Sometimes
hosed.
it's
I feel like it was definitely a group effort, and I think everyone kind of got. Everyone
We
got
all worked
got-
on making sure you got
it
hosed,
was
Brian.
it was
Right.
it was a
Just the
group
villain.
effort. It was a group effort to make sure that Brian stayed with no board
Right.
state, and you guys just kept going.
I actually know what Steve's saying. Like the
No, I
villains
get
were
it.
working that way to make sure it happened, and just we all had to take
Right.
ours, whatever it was,
Well,
discarding cards. You just happen to keep
absolutely.
getting the like get rid of your supports.
My deck, so the deck didn't play out the way it technically should play out, but I was still able to do stuff, right? I was still able to help with the mind. Like, I didn't get my my overload on the side schemes, but I was still had the mind scans and telekinetic blasts and stuff like that, and did things. I did things. I did
You
stuff.
did.
Yes. I think without heroes that can stun and support, it's a lot more brutal. So having that Miles Morales or Psylocke or whoever really helps you control the game.
Too much.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Garismo. I think you got a point there. I think you have to, now knowing this, you have to build with fodder in mind in terms of stuff to discard. Like Eric having the Overwatch, just put it down, even if we don't need it, right?
Yep,
Just put it
exactly.
down. So get
Yeah.
rid of it. So, yeah,
Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah, I agree. I think it messed with us. To me, it's kind of like an Ultron way, where it's like, yeah, but it didn't make it oppressive. Like, it was longer than we wanted it to be, but also I was reading all those cards.
Is it so? Do you have to play with this standard 3 set? What is this?
No.
I don't think
Nope,
so.
they
No.
just added standard
Yeah.
3 in now, so you can choose to
Okay.
do it.
So I really appreciate that because we were talking about, how the heroes ramp up and the villains, they kind of they don't get that.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like the Four Horsemen does exactly what we want it to do in a 4-player game, or even of course, if it's in solo, it's going to be easier to control. But in this 4-player game, all of the effects, and it's hard to plan against it. So for me, it was a very sweet experience on the villain side of the villains. Yeah, we're gaining on them a little bit, but it could come out of nowhere and that they just demolish us because you can't build your strategy. Like I was building my deck was supposed to have retaliate, stalwart, and aerial. Now the problem is I probably should have played it with a hero that had the aerial character. So I know you're playing Angel this turn, so I should have played my Wolverine deck first in this one, and then this deck would probably do a little bit better because I could have played off of you guys, right? But the fact that everything got messed up, we didn't really get to keep the good parts of our deck down. Yes, we got to put a couple things down, and then it helped. And again, thank you for that skilled investigator because it allowed me to do a couple more things. And then Rogue, yeah, she's just awesome. So I love Rogue.
She is pretty awesome. All right, we ready for some apocalypse?
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Why don't you tell the people who you are? Not you, who your heroes are.
I am Brian's hands. Oh, I'm sorry. I am X-23, the daughter of Wolverine. I brought my dad with me. He is right there.
Well, the cloned daughter of Wolverine.
Wait, are you
word.
telling me that Wolverine didn't actually have a daughter? I'm just kidding.
I think he actually had a son in the comics, but I stopped reading comics back in like the early 90s. But yeah. Anyway.
And I'm Daddy Wolverine, in aggression, ready to slice and dice.
Don't call me daddy.
Yeah. Draken. I don't know how the character's name is pronounced, but I'm not familiar with him. I only know of him actually because of Marvel United bringing him in. But for tonight, I am flying in as our favorite. Is he a millionaire, billionaire? I don't know what he is, but I'm sorry, whatever they want to put up here as his trait, he will always be an X-Men, in my opinion, because I grew up reading Angel as one of the original X-Men, and I am still upset that he's X-Force. So
would
I will
you
never
like
let
me to
that
put
drop.
an honorary X-Men in my
Please,
deck and
yes.
help you feel better about it?
Yes, he needs X-Men, and we need Beast as a playable hero. That's all I'm saying.
I don't
Thank
know
you.
why they couldn't have done it like they did with Miles Morales, X-Men X-Force.
Thank you. Yes.
They could have. They put him in Champions and Web Warrior. Why
Right.
can't Angel be X-Men X-Force?
Which, so to that point, if we do get Beast as a playable hero, I hope he's X-Men Avenger, right? Because
He was, yeah.
depending on when you were reading the comics, people grew up with him as he's a member of both teams.
I think it was the East Coast Avengers, right? East Coast.
He was the main Avengers before there was East or West or Europe or wherever. Like the 80s, I want to say.
If you're reading the new X-Force, and I'll bring him at I'll bring it like there's like these books, and you'll probably go through it in a day. You'll read the new X-Force with Wolverine, X-23, Elixir, Warpath, Archangel, and is it? I think there's another one. I think there's a psychic one in there. And dude, that comic rocks. That X-Force, the violent X-Men, is just beautiful.
Like heroic skeleton, Wolverine should get an everything trait.
Yeah.
Well, Spider-Man should, because he was like a member of every team.
He was
right?
everywhere. Well,
yeah,
it's just the most popular character, right?
Oh yeah.
I mean, Wolverine will always be Australian to me.
I saw a very funny meme the other day of Wolverine the fastball special, how Colossus tosses him. Well, it was She-Hulk tossing
I saw
Wolverine.
that one too.
Okay, I'm not even going to say anything else. If you saw it, then you know.
Yeah, it was funny.
Nice. All right, let's do this. Did everybody announce who they were?
Except for you.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I'm not playing. Good night, everybody.
There we go. Right.
You know what? No, I have to play Bishop. I was going to say, if I wasn't showing off Bishop, I would actually sit out and run the villain to make it go a little faster, but I need to play Bishop.
Yeah.
I'm playing Lucas Bishop with the pre-con deck. Don't interrupt me, Steve. And its leadership is what is built in here. So this is my big moment. All right, and we are fighting none other than Apocalypse himself because, I guess, spoiler, non-spoiler, there's also another Apocalypse.
How much does this guy attack for?
5.
2.
Okay, because I got taunts in hand.
He's Cheeky Apocalypse.
All right, so this is the Age of Apocalypse is the main scheme. So I've got 2 side schemes in here. How is called side schemes? Modulars, Dark Riders, and Infinites. We set aside each unused villain. So there's actually 4 versions of Apocalypse. 1, 2, 3, 4, 4 stages.
Ooh, wow.
So you can play stage 1, 2 for an easier game. Otherwise, you play stage 2, 3, or you start on stage 3 for expert. So that's a little bit confusing that you have to start on a different stage than you're used to.
Wait,
He is steady and has toughness.
So
He
1,
starts
2,
on stage 2 or stage 3.
and there's a stage 4.
Correct. And there's a stage 4. He starts on stage 1, but the goal is not to necessarily defeat him. It's to thwart this side scheme. So it plays a little bit like Magneto.
Okay, gotcha.
Just to get that kind of in your head. You've got to thwart these in order to defeat him. You don't have to thwart these to defeat Magneto, do you?
No.
But it helps a lot.
He becomes weaker. He just becomes weaker.
All right, so then we set
have
aside...
to thwart. Yeah.
Yeah, we set aside the other copy. I'm just tucking them underneath. And also there's Tyrant's Throne. So there's 2 side schemes here. They're supposed to be set aside. I just tuck them underneath. We take each prelate minion. Oh, no. How do you pronounce it? It's prelate, right?
No, prelates.
I think it's prelate is the pronunciation, but I could be wrong.
I can Google it for you.
No worries. So anyway, so these I'm going to shuffle. By the way, the other side of these, so everybody knows they're 2-sided in case you sleeve them without looking. These are the sides you use as overseers for the missions that come in the box for the campaign. So when you're playing the missions, you use this side. When you're playing Apocalypse, you use this side. So.
Oh, that's annoying.
So you just realize that these are double-sided when you're looking for the overseers. That's where they are. All right. So then the first player reveals a random set-aside prelate minion. So we're getting the Shadow King. And that is going to be in front. Is it go Steve? Steve's at the top there?
Yep.
Steve, Brian, Eric, yep. So you're going to get Shadow King. He has toughness victory 3. He engages the first player. After he attacks you, choose an ally you control with the highest thwart. Either discard it or place threat on the main scheme equal to it. He has 20 health. He's a 3 schemer, 1 attack. So what's going to happen here? I don't have to explain this. This is just the card for standard 3. So Apocalypse is a 2/2 steady toughness. When the main scheme is completed, oh, I should flip this over. Sorry. When the main scheme is completed, which is going to start at 4. Oh gosh, hold on.
You're just all out of sorts.
There's a lot of things. Sorry. The time has come for a direct assault on the Apocalypse in his towering citadel. X is the numeral in Apocalypse's printed hit point value. So this is also 9 per player because that's what it is here. So this can go to 36, which means I should probably use a dial. All right. So which one should I start with? I don't remember which the order is. So I got a little bit confused here on myself, so give me a second. So this main scheme says when Apocalypse would be defeated, so he only has 36 health. So when we defeat him, we discard all attachments from him, we heal all damage from him, and we remove X threat from this scheme, ignoring crisis icon. So we remove 9 from this scheme when we defeat him. He says when the main scheme is completed, remove all threat from it, ignoring crisis, remove this card from the game, and he upgrades to stage 3. So that's where the big differential is. We don't defeat him to go to the next stage. If this main scheme schemes out, then he goes to the next stage. That's the part I wanted to get to.
And then he becomes bigger and stronger and faster.
Yep. So then over here, we have Heart of the Empire. Before you can challenge Apocalypse, you must fight your way through his tower. So I guess it's a little bit more like Hela, right? Threat cannot be removed from this scheme while a prelate minion is in play, so we can't remove this threat until we defeat this. The first player reveals a random set-aside minion when prelate minion we defeat it, deal each other player an encounter card, and flip this over to the other side. So I believe to defeat him, we have to thwart through all 4 of these, which means we have to defeat at least 3 of these prelate minions.
And we currently have 1 in play.
And you each get an encounter card.
When we defeat this side scheme, we get a prelate minion and an encounter card.
Okay. All
Does
right.
that help?
No.
So we'll have to see how far we get. Like maybe take this guy down and defeat that, and we may have to call it around 10:30 plus. So we'll see where we go.
10:15. So.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, we're just showing it off to people, right? Is the
Right.
idea.
I'm gonna pitch 2 and draw 2. Darn it. Okay.
What a show off.
How
I'm gonna
much health
start.
does that starting prelate have?
5 per player, 20.
I'm going to spend 2 for a skeleton of adamantium. I will flip up. I will scratch that dude for 3. I will then play uno dos. And I will
Do you
put
have
down-
piercing?
Yeah, I have piercing. I'm going to spend 2 for
Only when you play events?
No, when I attack.
Oh, okay. I
I
thought you
got-
had to get his other clause.
I got a skeleton.
He's
on
got
the-
the skeleton.
Sorry. It's because
So-
I listen and don't look.
Yeah, I got a skeleton down and a berserker frenzy, and I'm going to pass the turn.
All right. X23 is flipped up. I'm going to taunt the villain, and I will
right.
defend it.
He's attacking you for 2.
Plus a boost. I'm defending for 2.
3. Sorry, this can go away.
Okay. Take 1 down to 9. When I take damage, I ready, and I'll draw 3. 1, 2, and 3. Sure. I'll put down the Grimmer's. You know what? I'm just gonna taunt this guy. Yeah. I'm
Oh,
gonna
is he
taunt
supposed to
this
be
guy again.
5'3"? That's funny.
Yeah.
He's attacking you for 2.
Yeah. I'll just defend it again.
Give the prelate minion a tough status card. Otherwise, give Apocalypse a tough status card. So he hits you for 2.
I take nothing then, and I draw 3. All right. I'll put down my Grim Resolve. I'll put down my Airy, and I'll put down my Endurance. And wait a second. If I didn't put down the yep. Done.
Cool. All right. I think looks like I am next. All right. So I will pitch a Power of Aggression and this card to get out Honed Technique. Then I am going to flip to Archangel. Okay. And I'm going to pitch a Strength with a precision strike, which does have a mental resource on it, to do a Razor Dive. So this is going to be 6 damage with Overkill and Piercing, plus another 3 from Hone Technique, plus another 3 as being Archangel. So that is 12 damage.
Beautiful.
Yeah, last turn I was Justice. This turn I am Aggression. And then I can have Archangel attack for 2.
Yep.
Okay, that be it.
Sorry, I'm just trying to figure out what I'm going to do and where I want to put the 2 damage. I could
Oh,
deal
yeah.
5 and take him out.
Can we knock off his tough? Or-
Yeah, I can do that. Yeah. The 2 to take off the tough is what you're saying? Sure.
Yeah.
Yep.
Because we can attack him even though a prelate minion is out, right?
Correct.
Okay.
All All right. So I am Lucas Bishop. He has 4 recovery. He has 12 health. He's a 6 hand sizer. He's mutant and temporal. I should be closer. Sorry. So he is temporally displaced. As a response, after you change this form, add a temporal card in your discard pile to your hand. Very powerful ability, depending on what those temporal cards are. 2 thwart, 2 attack, 1 defense, energy absorption. Just not a spoiler, but you'll see this energy absorption very much highlighted in the X-Men 97. I feel like every time he's on screen in the episodes I've seen so far, he is using this ability. So after he takes any amount of damage from an attack, discard an equal number of cards from the top of your deck. Add each resource card discarded this way to your hand. This is a Steve hero written all over it.
Oh, yeah.
So I'm going to flip Bishop up. Then I am going to attack for 2 on Apocalypse. I'm going to spend 1, 2... Oh, wait, hold on. Can I do this? I can. But it won't ready me. That's okay. It doesn't matter. I'm going to spend 2 to do Command Authority, which removes 3 threat. And then if I spent a resource card to play it, I get to draw another card, which is not a resource. And then I will spend these 3 for a Concussive Blast, which deals 6 damage to an enemy. And had I spent a resource, I would ready. But we'll deal the 6 and take out the Shadow King.
Nice.
Which means we can now thwart this.
Cool.
All right. Draw and ready.
And do they have victory, or does he go in the discard pile?
Victory 3.
Sweet.
I know that you are in Archangel form. I
Yes.
just have it sleeved here, and
Okay.
but that has an acceleration on it, correct?
Yes, it does.
So we have one here and one on you, so this goes to 7 out of what I understand to be 36. That becomes a 9, same as his health. That's interesting. So as he levels and gets health.
Yep.
Yeah.
I've got build support in my hand. If anyone is tracking player side schemes.
Okay.
Okay.
He is attacking Wolverine for 2.
Taking it.
4.
Draw a card. I'll take 1 from the other guy. Oh,
There's
you're dead.
no other
What
guy.
other guy?
Dang it, you
I
guys.
mean, unless the
Get
other
rid
guy
of
is
the other
Eric.
guy.
It's late. It's late. I like the top loaders you have, but you may notice that I spend 0 money blinging my games. So
Right, I know.
that's all it comes down to. I'm happy to use one. Storing them, I don't know, because these are easy to store. I don't know how you store this top loader. So
It's just off to the side, basically.
Yeah.
But one of my favorite blings while we're talking about them is these 3D printed upgrades for the those status cards.
No
I
time to
love
talk about bling.
Okay, all right. Back to the game.
Eric, you are being sorry, Brian, you are being attacked for B's hands. You're being attacked for 2.
These hands. Yeah, I'm blocking. Defending.
You are confused.
And it was just an attack of 2.
Yep,
So I took no damage. That means I don't get to ready.
you got it.
Right.
Eric, you're being attacked for 2.
I will just take it on the chin.
Attach this card to Apocalypse. This is you're taking 2 damage.
Okay.
Cyberpathy, like telepathy. Cyberpathy.
Cyberpathy.
Yeah, this stream is sponsored by
Cyberpathy or cyberpathy.
Cyberpathy. I like that.
Sponsored by Make It Shine.
All right. Anyway, after Apocalypse schemes, place 1 threat on each side scheme, and he gets +1 to scheming. So that's one of his attachments. All right. Then he is attacking me for 2, and I will take it. And I take 4, and then I discard 4 cards off the top of my deck. 1, 2, 3, 4. I have 0 resource cards, so I don't get none.
Boo.
I get no satisfaction. All right. Dark Designs. We're going to place 1 on Pursued by the Past, and then the villain schemes. So he's going to scheme for 3, 4, 5. This will go to 12, and then he adds 1 to each side scheme. So this will move up to 3. Evil Alliance. Nemesis minions are attacking, but there are none, so we add 3.
Nice.
Infinite Soldier. So this comes into play. It has Guard, and then it has Gene Pool. So if Gene Pool's in play, this can gain bonuses, but we don't have Gene Pool in play. This set is also used in Unis.
Okay, and that has what? 3 health?
3 health and Guard.
Please let me kill it.
Wolf Among Sheep. So the Prelate minion activates against you. Otherwise, Apocalypse activates against you. All right, hit me again, buddy. 2, 3, 4, 5. I better get a resource card this time. 1, 2. Hey, there's 1. 3, 4, 5. I got 1. So he has these double resource cards. This one has energy and physical on it.
Oh, kind of like Jubilee then.
Yeah, she would love that
to
card.
X23.
How much threat is there to remove?
12 on the main, 3 on the side scheme.
All right. I'm going to use Grim Resolve and Leading Blow to play Honey Boo Boo. That will deal me 1 damage and ready me.
I'm going to call for an action. I'm going to track by scent, remove 3 from that side scheme.
Okay.
And draw 2 cards.
Okay. I will thwart for 2. Get rid of my confuse.
Oh, hey. So
Hold
guys,
on.
What?
Slow down. Let Brian finish his action. Then you can scream and yell all you want.
Fine.
All right. Go ahead, Brian. What are you doing?
I'm thwarting for 2 to remove my confuse. Then Honey Badger, I guess, will just do you have Overkill, Steve?
I do.
Okay, Honey Badger will punch for 1.
Okay.
Which will ready X23. I will use my claws to take 2 damage, go down to 9, buff up to an attack of 3. I will use a claw mastery to go to an attack of 5, and then I will thwart with using Animal Instinct, which will actually thwart for 5 off of the main.
Down to 7.
And then I will be flipping down, and the Airy will just heal me for 1. Sure.
All right. So then Steve removed Heart of the Empire, gets to draw cards. The first player has to reveal one of these. So Brian gets Mr. Sinister. He has 20 health. He's a 1/1 with Villainous and Toughness and Retaliate. And that's it. And then each other player gets an encounter card. This will flip to Towering Citadel, which is really basically the same thing, except it has a double acceleration.
Cool.
Eric.
Okay. All right, Steve, you said you're taking care of that guard minion on me?
Yep.
Okay, cool. All right. Then I will flip to Angel. And then I will pitch this to get out Worthington Industries. I'm going to shuffle a dive bomb back into my deck.
Brian, I missed. I should have played this lead from the front on you. Sorry about that.
You could just retcon it, say you played it.
Yep.
Honey Boo Boo would have hit for an extra 2 damage somewhere.
And you would have removed an extra threat, yeah.
And I would have removed 2 extra threat.
Yep. All right. Then I will I won't have enough to do that. All right. I'm going to do this to bring out build support. All right. So that will have 12 threat on it. So Brent, do you just need me to manage build support?
Yeah, that'd be fine.
Okay. All right. So that will have 12. How is the main, or can I just take the 2 off?
Down. I have an Into the Fray that will remove the rest on the main.
Okay, great. So I will do a basic, remove 2 off of build support.
Mm-hmm.
And then I think that's going to be my whole turn.
Sad.
I know, it's all building.
Yeah.
Got to build it up.
My go or Brent's go?
It's me. I'm going to play Supercharge. I discard. It goes in play. I discard a resource card from my hand to add a charge counter to it, kind of like Captain Marvel's card. And then when I make a basic attack, I can discard this and get +2 for each charge counter here to a maximum of 8. So it's like slightly less than her card. I'm going to discard stored energy to put a counter on it. I will punch the tough off of this guy.
Oh, I have piercing, so if you want to not waste it.
Okay, I'll punch him to go to 32. I'm going to flip down, take a temporal card, put it in my hand, this stored energy, and play my team training. I'm done.
Nice. I think I'm really going to like Bishop.
All right, I'm going to draw. I'm going to heal for 2 on my turn, right? After the
start of the phase.
Okay, so I'm a little late on my healing. I want to give a shout out to Nicholas Catilla. He's actually a coworker of mine, and he's
nice.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Hey, Nick, thanks for joining us.
Welcome.
Take 4 damage, Steve. I like him already.
Yeah,
me too. Keep you honest.
Fine. All right, yeah, jerks. All right. Martial prowess. I'm then going to spend 1, 2, and 3. I'm gonna into the fray that minion.
Okay.
Which one?
No,
okay.
I got him. Him. He's clearing all this threat.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know what? Actually, now that I think about it, I should not have punched for 2. I should have flipped and healed for 4 to go to 7.
There you go. Okay, Wolverine's gonna slash for 3, take a retaliate off Sinister. That's me.
All right, ready him up.
Oh, I'm such an idiot. Do you mind
Well,
if
I'm glad you said it. I'm just
No. I'm just. Do you mind if I retcon something?
Is it in game 1 or game 2?
No, it's right here. I forgot. I have my claws. So
for into the fray, right?
yes. So instead of
Okay.
I'm gonna spend the fastball, and I got better to do a follow through, and then I'm gonna take 3 to go to 8 and do the into the fray, and then +1 threat removal.
Yeah.
It already went to
Got
0, but you have the followed through down, so you're good.
There you go. Okay, so yeah, so
You're
there
good.
we go.
As long as
I
you
come-
take 3 damage, you basically play follow through.
Yeah.
All right. Apocalypse is adding. So you're not Archangel, so 6.
Correct.
He is scheming for 3 against Laura, which becomes 4. Then Mr. Sinister schemes for 1 plus place 2 threat on Gene Pool. Am I dumb? Is Gene Pool supposed to be in play? I may have messed that up.
Probably in the campaign, unless his cards, the main scheme says anything.
Okay. Yeah, no, it's permanent setup, so I think it should have
Oh.
come out. It's just nothing here told me to take it out.
That's weird.
So I guess I just need to know. That's just my bad. So this should have been sitting here with 4. After an ally is defeated by other than consequential damage, that would have given them that. So then we just add 2 threat to this to go to 6. I think this guy we just killed, so I'm not super worried about. He didn't do anything. Okay, sorry. So then Mr. Sinister was another 1 after 4. Each of these get 1. This would actually have 1 more from before. Whew,
Does the gene
sorry.
pool matter? Like, is there a?
It only matters for those infinites when they come out.
Okay.
It's more critical in when you're playing against Unis, because when you're
Okay.
reading the article, it talks more about it.
Yeah, he gets bonuses, right? Yes.
Yeah.
All right, Angel's getting attacked for 2.
On his pretty face,
Okay, and 4.
a total of 4.
Schemes against Bishop for 3, 4. Goes to 15. Adds 1 to each of these.
New cards. Who this? That's funny. New phone. Who this?
And Wolverine getting attacked for 2.
Taking it.
Give the Prelate minion a tough status card.
I'll take 2. Oh, and I get another follow through. And I draw a card because of the Berserker Frenzy.
All right. And then we get cards. Did I just resolve a whole bunch of cards? Oh, did I resolve Eric's as a boost?
I don't know.
No, because you flipped the one that he had in front of him before was the one that the side scheme that went up there. And then yes, you did.
Thanks. Okay. All right. So Laura, you get a counter and then the villain schemes. So 3, 4, 5. This goes to 20. And these each get another one on them.
Hey.
Angel, you get Sinister Strike. Pursuit counter, that goes to 6. And the villain attacks you. So you're getting attacked for 2.
Well, I'm now at 6 health, so I think this one I'll defend for 2.
3, you take 1.
Okay.
Then you get Past Demons on Wolverine. Christmas.
Yes, I get to flip down or I get stunned and confused, right?
Yep.
Yum, yum, yum. Oh, but I'm going to
It's
lose
coming in for landing.
Yeah.
I'm going to get stunned and confused.
Yeah. You answered correctly. Infinite Soldier has Guard, Quick Strike, Surge, and 6 hit points.
Ouch.
All right, so he's Quick Strike doesn't matter, but he gets Surge. My goodness. All right, so that card does matter, Steve.
Okay.
Place a pursuit counter. So this goes here. And then I have to discard an upgrade or support. Wait, it says place one, then if it has any counters. But when I place one, forced response would happen first, right?
Anything forced is before anything.
So, because it's saying if it has any, it would always have one if you place it, unless it triggers itself, right?
Correct.
So this is going to trigger, flip, put my nemesis in, come back, and then say, oh, you don't have to discard, which makes sense. They're trying not to make it double, right?
Yes.
I don't get all the things. So I get Trevor Fitzroy, who has Quick Strike. He's a 2/3 with 5 health. After he attacks and defeats an ally, if Portal Through Time is in play, place 2 threat on it. Otherwise, find it and reveal it. So we get Portal Through Time, and then these come in here. After a temporal card is revealed, it gains Surge. So this has 4 on it.
Oof. Who's our Justice player?
No one.
We don't have one.
Because
All right.
Steve is
Dark
playing.
Riders. It's our first card with Hinder. So this is coming in with 6 on it. Each Dark Rider minion gains toughness. Discard cards in your counter deck until a Dark Rider minion is discarded, and reveal it. Did I not shuffle that? Dark Rider. Hard Drive. Not what I thought of when I thought of Dark Riders.
No.
All right, they have teamwork with the new teamwork rules, and he gets toughness. What is this card?
Just really.
Oh, this is my other card because mine gained Surge. So this is Apocalypse Solution, and then Culling the Weak. Place 4 threat on Gene Pool. All right, we surrender.
Yeah.
This is a bloody mess.
Passes to Angel.
All right. I think I'm going to be doing some thwarting, says the aggression player.
20, 14, 6, 4, and 3. When this is defeated, discard the top X cards of the encounter deck, where X is the numeral. So we discard 9 cards from his deck.
Yeah. All right. I can thwart for 4 and then another 4. So I'm going to pitch these to play a Natural Flight. And I used Avian Anatomy, so that brings Natural Flight back into my hand. That lets me also draw a card. Cool. Then I will pitch these 2, play Natural Flight again, remove another 4 threat.
Are we just bringing the main down, or I guess we get through to this Portal Through Time?
Sure. Yeah, because it was
And then
4
the
and then
main-
another 4.
Yeah.
And then I'm already exhausted, and I'm also down to 5 health.
Oh, we can't do the main. We have to do this.
Okay. Well, I could Natural Flight lets me ignore crisis icons.
Oh, okay.
and patrol
Does
keyword.
the main matter?
matters.
Is the worst thing is he gets to another stage and he just gets stronger, right?
Yep.
So even if we let the main pop, I don't think it's
All right. We'll let the main pop and show the people what it's like.
There you go.
All right. Well,
You
then
don't
in that
know
case,
what it's
I am
like.
flipping down and recovering for 1.
Ooh.
So there we go.
Okay. Who's doing the punching?
I could do some thwarting.
Perfect. All right. I will flip up. I will use my double resource to command authority, remove 3 threat from a scheme. So we'll try to pull it from Gene Pool. Get that down to 7, so this guy loses his hit points. I draw a card. It's an armored suit. I then can play my uniform. But then I can't play anything else. I like getting my uniform down.
Get it done.
Welcome, Dean. Hope you're doing well. Welcome, everyone else who's new.
Does anybody have an ally? An X-Force or X-Men ally?
No.
Not right now.
Yeah.
Not.
All right. So then I can't do much. I will punch for 4 and take out my soldier.
Soldier boy.
Do I have
Done.
anybody in front of me?
You have hard drive.
Oh, he's just a wuss.
Yeah,
Spend
but
2.
after he attacks, he places a threat on all schemes.
I'll put this in the combat training. Unfortunately, I had no events in my hand, so I'm just gonna get rid of my stun. Go.
Oh, so it's
That's
over
you,
me.
Brian. Yep.
All right. Flip up. I will thwart for 2.
Okay.
I will use Grim Resolve, take a damage down to 9, and put down my training on Honey Badger. Honey Badger will now thwart for 1 and ready me.
Okay.
I'm going to use the Counterpunch and Electrostatic to put down my Pain Tolerance. That'll heal me for 1, back to 10. I will thwart for 2.
We are early, Dean. We're early into Apocalypse fight, but we're probably calling it soon
yeah.
just because of getting late.
I'll put a puncture wound on one of these punks.
Did you hit them?
Oh, sorry, you're right. I haven't. You're right. Absolutely, completely forgot about that. But what I will do is I will game time to heal Honey Badger and ready her.
Is she not an X-Men?
She is.
She is the next man.
Oh, well, she has an advanced suit on her. After she defeats a minion or side scheme, you can discard a card and heal her.
Oh, that's nice.
Okay. She will
He's
thwart
like,
for,
I don't care.
Yeah, she will thwart for 1.
Okay.
And she will ready me. I will then use my claws. I will take 2, go back down to 8, and then I will punch one of those guys.
You have piercing?
I do not, unfortunately, have piercing.
You punch
So-
for 5?
I punch for 3.
Well, you're useless.
Yes, I know. And then I will put puncture wound on that guy, and I will heal for 1.
And he dies at the start of the next hero phase?
Yeah.
Yes. But that's also just because I'm useless.
Yeah, you're good. That was rude of me. It was rude, everyone.
Yeah, how dare you call
Rude to
this,
Brian.
this no, you were rude to Laura Kinney, okay?
That's right.
Right.
All right, we'll play one more round, then we're going to call it, just so everybody knows.
All right.
It's
Okay.
guaranteed. That doesn't mean you have to go hog wild. Just, I think at that point, I guess it would be nice if he flipped, just so people can see that. So let's let him flip. It'll be nice. All right, there's an acceleration here. You're not Archangel, so it's going up 6 to 26. At 36, he flips. All right, he is scheming against Eric. for 3. And Eric, you are stunned.
I'm stunned. All right.
Just going to make sure I do this. And then he adds 1 to all side schemes. So this is going to go up to 7. We put 1 here. We put 1 here. All right, then Mr. Sinister is going to scheme for 1 plus 2 is 3. That'll go to 32. And we're done there. Then he's attacking me. I will take it for 2. Plus attach this card to him. So now he has overkill and plus 1. So he hits me for 3. Oh, darn it. Wait. I'm going to play energy conversion and shuffle all my resource cards back into my deck.
Nice.
2, 3. And then I can only take a max of 3 damage, which is what I took, but these will all be here.
And then don't you discard and put them in your hand, or?
Yep. So then 1, 2, 3. I got 2. So I take 3 damage, and then I'll trigger my suit, which is after you resolve this energy absorption ability, you heal equal to the number of resource cards in your hand. So I took 3 and heal 4.
Nice.
I'll say it again. I think I'm really going to love playing Bishop.
All right. Then Trevor Fitzroy is going to hit me for 3. And I will take 3 and get 2 more cards in my hand. But I can't trigger this because this is an exhaust.
Okay.
All right. Then Wolverine is getting attacked for 2.
For
3.
3. I'll take
With
it.
overkill. 4.
I'll draw a card. Yeah.
And then Hard Drive is attacking you for 1.
I'll take it.
And then we place a threat on all schemes. 33. And then X-23 is getting attacked for 3 with overkill.
I'm going to do Defiance into a counterpunch.
That seems like a very cool deck, Brian.
It actually is fantastic. I'm so happy I built this deck. It is really, really good.
You're hitting him for 3 then?
Yes, I will attack him for 3, and he has got a base attack of 3?
Yep.
Okay, so I guess I take 3.
Or you could just defend and take 1 and ready.
Yeah, I guess so. I'll defend. I'll be doing the Defiance, counterpunch, all that stuff. I take 1. I ready.
Steve, you know what this screams?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Lockjaw, baby.
That's what this deck wants. All right. Then we do encounter cards. Whew. These villains feel longer and longer. I think I'm just getting tired.
Yeah, but there's
Which
also
is fine. I'm happy to play it. I'm not upset about playing it. Portal Through Time. So that comes back out with 4. Infinite Soldier. Drawing Nearer. After your turn begins. Oh, I guess I got to read this. This is an obligation on you, Wolverine. After your turn begins, discard the top card of your deck. Place a pursuit counter on Pursued by the Past for each printed resource. Oh, no. And then discard an identity-specific card from your hand. Discard this card. So it lets you control if you want to do it. That's harsh on staying in hero form, though. And then Sinister Strike on X-23. We're placing 1 here, and the villain is attacking you for 3.
Okay. Let it happen. I'm using Defiance.
Oh, okay. 3. Is that the end, or did we say 1 round now?
One more
round now.
One more round. I
that
have
okay
a
with everybody?
really good turn.
Is that good with
we're
everybody? I just wanted to call it so we knew what we were going to do.
I'm at
Yeah.
5.
Oh, man, I have X-23 in my deck. So I have X-23
Nice.
and
It's
6 double resources.
It's the multiverse.
That's funny.
Player.
Yeah, we're playing. You're right. I'm playing X-23.
There you go. So what does she do?
After she attacks and defeats an enemy, ready her. Oh, my goodness. Okay.
Oh.
So
But
I'm going
she's
to
got
attack
what?
for 3 on the
3
Infinite
health?
Soldier. Kill it. Ready. Attack for 3 on Trevor Fitzroy.
Puncture wound.
Oh, he was already dead.
Wah,
Well, that's boring. Now you gave me nothing to do.
Yeah, I know. That's why I said puncture wound. That's what you get for calling me useless.
All right. Then so I killed that guy. I'll punch with Bishop. Then I will play Randall, who is a 2 thwart, 1 attack. Discard a resource card from your hand. Ready him. If it had a lightning, which means I won't spend a lightning, then you ready him. Oh, that's actually pretty cool. So I'll play him. I'll deal 1 damage to hard drive. Then Laura Kinney will attack him. Defeat hard drive.
Can you leave him there for me?
Well, no, then I don't get to do Laura Kinney.
Fine.
Yeah, you have another one. Don't worry.
Oh, there's another one?
Yes.
Yeah. Then I'll spend stored energy to ready Randall and heal him. I'll punch for 1 on Mr. Sinister. I'll punch for 3 with Laura Kinney, and we never saw her.
Right.
I will use energy to ready Randall and heal him, and then I'll thwart for 2.
That seems pretty legit.
I just used all
Too
those
legit.
resources. I only had to cheat the multiverse system, so I'm good.
It's all good.
Okay, so
Actually, Laura's still here technically because I have team training, but obviously we were cheating, so
But she went right back through the portal.
that's right.
Okay, so how much does Mr. There's only 1 minion now. That it's only Sinister, right?
Sinister, he only has 20 health, so he's not much for you.
It's only 20?
Yeah, that's it. Sorry. I left you the weenie.
Damn it. I was hoping to regenerate here with a moment of triumph, and you destroyed that dream.
It doesn't matter. It's the end.
I know, but it sucks. Okay, fine.
Can't you just save it till the end of their turns?
Yeah, I will. I'm going to attack for 4.
Don't forget to heal, and then we have to put a pursuit counter out.
Yeah. Oh, I can what does I do? I can discard a card from my hand.
Don't worry about it. It doesn't matter. You discard an identity-specific card from your hand in Alter Ego. You're not going to do it.
Oh, no, I'm not. All right, so I'm going to splash him for 4, take a retaliate.
Oh, no.
And then...
Oh, yeah, she would have taken all those retaliates from hitting him, so she would have been dead.
Yeah, all right. So I'm going to regenerative healing, go to 8. And then I'm going to pass it. I'm going to put a marked on Sinister.
Does this guy have retaliate?
Yep.
So I can't punch him without dying. All right.
That's fine. You could punch Apocalypse.
Sure. I'll punch Apocalypse for 1. I'll then use my claws, take 2 damage, go down to 3, and ready myself. I will punch Apocalypse for 3. I will then use Sisterly Bond with Honey Boo Boo and punch him for another 3.
So I think, Brian, you can choose when to use your response, right?
For what?
To ready yourself? I feel like you could have gotten a bigger punch in somewhere, but I think I'm wrong, so never mind. Good.
Well,
off of retaliating, you could have readied, but you wouldn't have been at 3, so it doesn't make sense.
Exactly. So she's gonna ready me. I'll punch for another 3. And then
24.
I'm going to game time Honey Badger. She's going to punch for 1.
Yep.
Ready me. Punch for 3.
And this time you can hit this guy. What is your health?
It's at 4.
Yeah. So hit this guy and take a retaliate.
All right. Down to 3. And I am done.
So much readying. Oh, man, that deck is so good.
Mm-hmm.
I know. I'm so glad I thought of it. I was like, man,
where's the deck list on that one?
Dude, it's in my head. I'll have to give it to you later.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. I am flipping to Archangel. I will exhaust myself to get rid of this stunned. I will thwart for 0. No, I kid. I'm going to pitch these 3 to get out my wings, my techno-organic wings. Then, here we go. I'm going to reduce the cost of my next arrow event by 2. I'm going to pitch a genius dive bomb, baby. So that is what? 7 with Hone Technique becomes 11. And then this adds another, 4 to it?
5. Yeah.
5?
So it's 5.
Yeah.
You still take retaliate though.
That's fine. And then I also get to deal.
Hold on, I don't know where your numbers are. You're dealing 15 directly to Mr. Sinister?
No, he's
Okay. So it deals 7 plus what? Another 4 from Hone Technique.
so 11 to Apocalypse.
That's
no.
11 plus
Got it.
another 4 off of Archangel's response.
But
So
don't you
that's-
also deal 5 to him?
And then it deals another 5 to each other enemy. So I can deal 15 and then 5 to all the other enemies.
Got it.
And then
11,
Angel up there.
8.
How much is left on Sinister?
There's 2 left on him and 8 left on him.
Okay, because I thought we couldn't attack. I thought they all had guard.
No, I think they guard this from being thwarted.
Oh, that's it. Oh,
But
okay.
if I played the whole thing wrong, I apologize.
It's okay.
That's
All
okay.
right. I'm going to spend 3, and I'm going to do a lunging strike, which is going to have piercing and overkill because of the marked. So I'm going to 2 on him, and then 8 on Apocalypse, and I'm going to
Nice.
moment of triumph for 8, go back up to 14.
So he's defeated. The 8 will defeat Apocalypse.
Yeah, both of them.
Nice.
So this says when Apocalypse would be defeated, discard each attachment from him. So that's good.
Good. Kind of like a Hella thing.
Heal all damage from him. That's bad.
That is bad.
So he goes back to 36.
No, that's perfect.
And then remove this amount of threat. Remove 9 threat. So this goes back to 21. That's good.
Oh, okay.
So it's like a little reset.
Yeah.
There you go.
Cool.
Neat.
That's
Yeah.
as far as we'll get with Apocalypse
And-
because it'll go too long otherwise.
Just so you know, Steve,
Yo.
why is it that my favorite decks that you make are always protection? You always make some of the coolest protection decks. I mean, this one is definitely really fun. It reminds me, it's reminiscent in terms of the amount of fun. It's reminiscent of when you made Draw for Life.
Draw for life.
Yeah.
I didn't make it. I thought it up, but yeah, it's just
Yeah, well, you know what I mean.
yeah.
You made the deck. You built the deck.
I built the zoo too, but you don't mention that.
Yeah.
You
Did
built
you
what?
put
You built a zoo?
right? Did you put Draw for Life on Marvel CDB?
Oh,
Yeah.
it's been there for a while. Yeah.
Yep. Okay. Cool.
Yeah. There's a few of them. Like the domino jackpot recursion is in there as well. That's some of my favorite. Miss Marvel, the Never Go Home.
Miss Marvel never go home, man.
Miss Marvel Never Go Home. What spec is that?
Oh, protection.
Exactly.
Because it's the best freaking aspect. What can I say?
Well,
Here,
it's
Brant.
become the most versatile in solo, I think.
Oh, it's the best in just
Like
everything.
Justice can kind of just do the job straight out, right? If you don't really know what you want to do, Justice can just keep you afloat.
Mhm.
Yeah.
In solo, I guess stunning can also get there, but protection can definitely do the other.
It's just, yeah, like you said, it's the most versatile. It's just got some of the coolest interactions.
I just like playing during the villain's turn because my turn isn't enough. I want to play during the villain's turn too.
Yeah, that makes sense.
That's what I like.
Because it's all about Steve.
Yeah. All right.
Protection was probably my least favorite aspect when the game first came out, but it has definitely creeped up to either my favorite or second favorite because I'm still a big fan of leadership.
I feel like you were doing like a reality show confessional. You were like, well, when I first started playing, I
Yeah.
think I like protection.
Right.
But now that I met Steve, I think it's really starting to change.
Steve
No,
has
I hate
really
the game.
changed.
Yes.
Steve's really changed my world.
Yeah, exactly.
Nice. Well, that is a taste of the box. I don't know. I feel like this is something Steve has mentioned, is just playing the villains and kind of focusing on that rather than jumping right into the campaign. I do know people probably want to see how that mission thing works, so I may try to run Unis sometime two-handed so people can see that. The tricky spot for me is that my daughter is in Wizard of Oz this weekend, and so that makes it very busy around my house. So it'll be tough for me to get plays in. So I know people are dying to see it, but the reality might be next week for me to be able to do that. So we'll have to see how it goes.
People, right? You're not the only one who got a box.
Sure, absolutely, yeah, definitely check YouTube, Twitch, whatever other places you might find things for people or review channels and stuff like that where you can see it. So yeah, it's not exclusive, but I was just talking about in terms of me and what I'll get to play again. Unfortunately, it's not like I'm doing my start at 6 or 8 o'clock tomorrow morning kind of thing,
You're not going to run through all the villains, starting with Rhino and ending with Apocalypse?
Well, now that I have this box, I am going to do a marathon of all the villains. So that is coming. Again? Well, I'm going to do all the villains.
Oh, the villains. Yeah. Oh, not all the heroes. Okay, yes, all the heroes. Yeah, that was crazy.
Yeah, so I have a plan for that. That will not be soon. I definitely need to get through the Age of Apocalypse event. But at least now that I have these, I decided I would run all the villains, and I'll do another marathon stream. So
there's 30-something
That
villains.
will be mid-May. I think it's 43, 46 now. Jeez. So it's going to be a lot. It's going to be a lot of games.
Yeah.
There's 50 heroes and 46 villains.
Yeah.
Who's your daughter?
51 heroes now.
Who's your daughter in Wizard of Oz?
She's in the...
She's a tree.
She's in like 4 or 5. She's in dance numbers. She's in Oz. She's an Ozian.
Okay, cool.
And sings a couple like solo trio things. Yeah.
Nice.
So.
See,
awesome.
He just said it. Trio.
Yeah, you got
trio.
So,
yes.
There you go. Yep. So anyway, I will get to playing more of this. I'll run the campaign, or at a bare minimum, I'm going to try to do Unis and set up the campaign and show off the mission so people see how that works. I know it's often good for people to see somebody else playing it. So that'll be my main purpose of doing that. And then when I can finish the campaign, I will. And then we'll all decide whether we want to play one-off villains or we want to do an expert campaign. I think this time we might start with one-off expert villains.
I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah, see? There you go. We may never do the expert campaign, or we may do it way down the line. We'll have to see what we decide. But
we'll decide later.
There you go. I think that's it. Apocalypse seemed fun. I liked how he was progressing. We managed to stop him. So then, if that threat goes off, then he moves to the next stage. I like that idea that he is progressing in his levels without it being related to just us defeating him, right? So we don't set the timer on that necessarily.
For me, from what I was hearing, because again, I didn't have a chance to look at the cards. I didn't want to get myself spoiled, but feeling that we were playing him, it really feels like Apocalypse. There's just so many things going on, which is very thematic to the because you're focusing on one thing, but there's other stuff happening in the background that you're just, oh shoot, are we letting that go? Are we taking care of it? And it's gonna give a lot of good decision points for all the characters and all the players. Like, what are we focusing on? Because it's going to be hard to manage everything in the beginning of the game, and then you can see like, oh, Apocalypse is getting stronger. Oh, we can avoid, like I said, we could just avoid the main.
Yeah, we avoided it because the both abilities ignore Crisis, so the Crisis didn't matter in that case.
Yeah, so we can just ignore that and then kind of focus on damage, and then we can reduce that. And so that's I really enjoy that because it's the villain is versatile. Just like all of the heroes have their strengths and weaknesses, I think the villain having a multiple of aspects that he can do. And just for reference, how many Apocalypse cards are there? Is it like 20, 30, or is it because I prefer
15.
There's 18?
15.
15, that's a little bit low, but it's still not too bad.
Does that include the 4 villain cards?
Yes.
Okay.
There's very few encounter cards. It's a good point.
So see that's something I wish.
Yeah, are these the same? This is the same card. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So there's only 10 encounter cards.
So that for me feels a little low. I prefer when there's like 20, 25 encounter cards for a villain, because then you feel like the villain is more thematic.
Yeah.
But we'll see what the final encounter is, right? Because I don't like that it's just modulars, because then you feel like you're stuck to those modulars. And then
Yeah, some modulars I don't mind, like put the prelates in there because they're just set to the side, right? But I prefer to see one and maybe two modulars and a little bit bigger deck so it's focused around what the villain's doing. It's fun to be like, oh, I can put three modulars in, but then it almost becomes like what three am I putting in, right? When you swap them out. So you really can swap one and change the game enough, usually.
correct.
Yeah.
And now you can swap standard sets. You have three different standard sets to swap.
I love it. That is
pretty cool.
Yeah. And it seemed that just in the little taste, I guess, of Apocalypse that we got, that he himself didn't seem that challenging. But all these prelates that are coming out, they're all at basically villain level in terms of their health. And I think weren't they all villainous as well?
No, I think that was Mr. Sinister's thing.
Just Sinister was villainous? Okay.
Yep. Yeah, Shadow King is that he steals an ally or he thwarts with an ally of yours.
Okay.
This one, Rasputin deals a damage. Maybe people don't want to know, so maybe I shouldn't say.
So one thing I'm going to ask. If you just complete the side schemes, we win against Apocalypse.
Yes, but each side scheme means you have to defeat a prelate before you can get rid of it.
Yeah, so he's going to be one of those long scenarios.
Yep. Prelate side scheme, prelate side scheme, prelate side scheme. Then you have to defeat him.
Yeah, from the article, like the last side scheme, he then becomes weakened or something
Correct.
like that.
And now he can be defeated.
Yeah.
So it's just like Hela. You get through them all and then you defeat Hela.
Okay.
You get through them all. So he's very much in that path. But I agree with you, Steve. The big difference was then they're sprinkling all these small things all over the place for you to deal with.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Whereas Hela kind of got stronger. They're not really doing that with him. He can do that through the threat, right? Where he gets bigger.
Yeah.
But you got all these little fires you got to put out. And both of them felt like manageable. Like it felt like it was causing manageable chaos. And that to me is the most fun of champions. Also, people have to remember when they're watching us play 4-player, there's way more chaos than you're going to see in a solo game.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Like, and you can deal with way more chaos. It was like our final turn when I'm like, we're just going to deal 36 damage and end it. And we didn't even get to Eric's turn and he was dead.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Like, so you just don't realize the damage you can do in 4-player until you focus fire, right? And then all of a sudden it's like,
That's
36 damage is nothing. Whereas if you're used to playing solo and then you see we have to deal 36 damage in one turn, you're thinking, we can't do that, but you very much can. And it's the same thing. We got to take out 2 minions and 2 side schemes and bring the main scheme down and heal. And you can do all that with 4 players, you know?
Yeah. Well, sometimes.
Focus fire, love it.
Sometimes, depending on the scenario, how much surge they give you and how much hinder. Like, none of this has hinder in it. It's all flat.
That's really interesting.
And that will be interesting in solo when it's like, oh my gosh, these side schemes that come in at 6, you know, and I got to deal with it.
But at 4 players, 6 is just like we're laughing.
Yeah. So.
Yeah. So I'm excited that the 5th scenario, which I won't say who in case anyone didn't, read the article earlier this week. It's not a rehash of a previous villain, but it's very thematic and it's a different way that particular villain plays.
I feel like it's not that big a deal to spoil it, is it?
Yeah.
Okay. So anyway, with Apocalypse coming back, it's not like you have to play the 3rd scenario again. Right. It looks like it's almost like you're going up against a different villain.
I'm excited because it's a trifold.
Yeah, yeah.
I was just again, that's Eric. Yeah. The first thing you did on the stream is showcase. Oh, look at my Apocalypse trifold.
Yeah.
And then you're afraid not to spoil. I'm like,
well, we have new people who.
Yeah, it was fine. It was very good of you to think about it, and then I was like, I don't think it matters at this point. People that are watching are spoiled.
Well, and people don't want to be spoiled. Then why are you watching a live stream where we're playing the game? So yes, to that point.
Yeah, but I love that these villains are all trifold. I thought that was a really cool idea.
That's
We've
cool.
never had a
open
villain
one of them up.
trifold.
Let's see.
Does the art look good? Yeah.
Cool. Yeah, he looks a little intimidating.
Yeah. Just a little.
Nice.
So one thing my neighbor's gonna do is he's gonna be printing out like a giant card like this.
Oh yeah, cool.
I'm glad your neighbor plays the game and you weren't like, he's gonna create a garden and I thought you were just gonna go off on a tangent of like.
And he's laminated it to me. He does it at work, and I was like, so he made a big Archangel, but it's too big for the hero card, so I'm like, I don't use it too much.
Steve's gonna be like, and I drop
put it up to your
Apocalypse on the table.
Yeah. So
Put it beside
Steve,
your
is
head for a
he?
second.
He's not the one who redesigned Ant-Man, right? And made him bigger and shrunk down
Somebody
the
else
text
did that.
box. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Yep.
Somebody else did that. I forget who it was, but he just took that file. and
Oh,
did
you
it.
mean the one that I printed out that I have, like the
Yeah.
little mini one?
Yeah.
This one, yeah.
Yeah.
Thanks,
'cause-
Jay. Although Jay looks like he did just join us, so maybe we did spoil it. But he says thumbs up and hello. He only says hello to me though, because I'm at step into the portal. So
Yeah. Because we don't matter.
all right, I think that's a wrap, everybody. Thank you so much for joining us for a little taste of Age of Apocalypse.
Thank
I
you,
think
Brent.
the scenarios were fun. Again, they're a little longer because
Reading.
right, you're trying to
Yeah.
read all those cards and
Oh,
figure
yeah.
out all those things, but it was fun. I
was a
look forward to
tasty
playing
taste.
the other ones and
Yeah.
actually going back and playing Unis. Funny enough, right? Like,
And again,
but I
thank
just thought if they already played it, let's skip it. Like,
Yeah.
whatever, you know.
I was
Quick
gonna say,
question, Eric,
thank you for
did you
enjoying.
mean- Did you mean
involving
this
us.
one where it's like a regular sized card and
Yes.
then you flip it over and it's a tiny card?
Yes, I have that too. But
Okay,
yeah,
cool.
I just
All
didn't.
right.
Have it printed
Just
out
wanted
here.
to-
Spartan's being nasty to you, Eric.
All right.
Well, I will get him back in 2 weeks when
Woo!
I get to see Spartan in person.
There
Cool.
you go.
So
All
how
right, I
about
think
that?
that's it, everybody. Until next time on the brand.
I'm Steve.
I'm Brian. Hands.
And I am Eric, and hopefully looking forward to seeing many of you guys in 2 weeks.
Yes.
Awesome. Till next time, we hope you step into the portal. Enjoy Age of Apocalypse, everybody. We' 'll see you soon.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye. Bye.
Mm.